Sings the old ear. Yeah. All right. Here we go. All right. That actually was pretty quick today. I had a lot of that stuff done already. Now I'm worried I missed something. Change the details. Send out a toast. Post it in the Discord. Made sure to add in the little widget for the chat. No, I did do all of it. All right, cool. Hi. Hi, I hear there are triangles here. Hi, Henri. Yes, there are. Not as many as one would hope for, but there are occasional triangles here. Hope you're having a good day. Yo, EV. That's efficiency. Yeah, it is. Hope you're all having a good one. Hope your new year was suitable. I know we had a wild and crazy new year at Casa del Relatable. And by wild and crazy, I mean we fucking drunk $60 wine and did Sudoku. Which, you know. I was never much of a party person, but even by my standards, that's pretty something. Nice new year, but now you're back at work. Fair enough. I'm also back on that grind. And by grind, I mean being unemployed. But streaming regularly and doing other things to keep myself busy. Pulling all-nighter, so very tired, but also noise. SL Ver 2.0 dropped in preparation for Chapter 6 tomorrow, so I'm happy. Hell yeah! That's really cool. I finally got my past some writing block on some stuff I've been working on, so it feels nice to be able to get back into it again. Finally found something that was holding me up with something I've been trying to finish writing for a very long time at this point, so can't wait to go back and revisit that. Over this year, I hope I can... My goal is to have a workable draft of that novel. Maybe hire someone to do some artwork and make it a Renpai thing, but it's my New Year's resolution. 2.0 gave big UI overhaul, really nice, lots of stuff, both easier, much cleaner and pretty now. That's awesome! Want to know what else is cleaner and prettier now? Triangle strategy! So, I really want to finish this game before the 20th when Engage comes out, because... you know... You say what you will about the quality of the game, I feel like the moment-to-moment on Engage is going to be a little bit more fun. Regardless. Let's get in here. Now, here's the thing you all have been waiting for. Lots more character stories. That's what you wanted, right? How's our inventory at the moment? We're fine. Yeah, who's ready for all those character stories? Woo! All right. I know I'm ready. Love to play a game by not playing the game. Characterization in this game is so on point and fun. Right? Like, here's the thing. The characters are like, they clearly are three-dimensional and have likable elements to them. The thing is, it takes so long to see any of that. It's just not worth the investment to get there.
Huh? What's that about?
Yo, GJ, you're here and you're queer? Perfect.
Ain't nowhere left to run.
Hey, what's all the fuss?
Oh, uh-oh. Are we turning Trish into a cop now?
Poor boy stole an apple that was out for sale.
That true, you little brat? I know you can hear me. Is it?
I am so glad we got Trish in our party, but also, Monkey Paw Curl, we got Trish in our party.
A thief, then. Justice must be served.
No! Let me
Earliest
go!
upcoming game plan to play is Labyrinth at Galleria on 17 Feb, so I have a lot of time to do backlog stuff. Hell yeah!
If you want fruit, buy it.
With what coin? My mom and dad died in the war. We've got nothing at home.
Just come quietly.
Trish affectionate, yet also Trish derogatory. Yeah.
Wait.
Say what you want about Three Houses. At least the two-dimensional characters there are fun to see bounce off each other. Exactly! Exactly! Yeah, it's like, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna, like, sit here and argue the depth of their characterization. But damn, it's fun! Right? And if nothing else, playing Triangle Strategy has made me realize just how much I value that in a game.
And why should I do that?
Because I'm gonna pay for the apple. Now will you let him go? I'm telling
Trish is
you,
wonderful. I love her. Also kind of want to punch her. Exactly!
I don't care what you do with him, long as I get my money.
What is with the Wolfort townsperson's accent?
Just tell him we better not catch him stealing
Uh-huh.
again.
Why did you help me? Dunno. Guess it just felt like the right thing to do.
And then Trish eats the apple in front of him.
Now, you're gonna promise me that you're done thieving. For
Here's the
good.
thing. There was a potential here for a really interesting arc with Trish, who, you know, lived as a thief for most of her life, to understand exactly why this kid is thieving, right? And to be like, her being like, oh, you gotta be done with your thieving for good. It's easier for her to say now that she's made it and has a steady job, right? But if anyone here is empathetic to this little kid's plight, it should be her. She lived most of her life in that same situation. She understands why someone would need to steal in order to get, in order to live. And yet she's out here just being like, make sure you're done stealing, kid.
On my parents' graves. Thank
Take him under your wing, Trish. Right? Like, or at least, if you're going to say don't steal anymore, then give him an alternative. Don't just say, don't steal anymore, then send him on his way, not having improved his situation any. What the hell?
Letting him off with a mere promise. I pray he keeps it, but I have my doubts.
In a world like this, sometimes you can't help but stoop to stealing. I should know. That's how I made it this
And it
far.
got her a job, so.
But it's no longer how you live now. Is that so?
You damned right. Even when we were bandits, my pa always told me never to steal from the poor. I've got no need for a world.
Trish got a job and became a centrist? Shit. Well,
So we never once thought what we were doing was
we
wrong.
succeeded in making her worse.
We were noble bandits, allies of the poor and the suffering.
Uh-huh.
That was the oath I took, and I meant every word of it.
Trish is like, I got mine.
None
Nice.
of that excuses thievery, which you've sworn to House Wolfort you're done with.
I know that, of course, but
What?
Can't she have a little
Mama
thieving
makes
as a
it all
treat?
living helping people. Me,
She
on
got a
the
job,
other
but it's a
hand,
job under the local saint of racism. True. True, she did do that.
There's gotta be something I can do to help the poor.
She should have told this to the kid. Don't steal from the poor. If you must take from the rich, don't steal. You're right, exactly. Right? Like, no fucking, like, friendly fire here. Although she could also be like, hey, yo, Sarah Noah, the dude whose ear I have. Some of your people are, like, thieving because they don't have enough to eat. Maybe as the Lord, you should, like, do something about that. Don't be a class traitor. Simple as that. Exactly. Exactly.
Might I sit here for a bit?
If you don't mind the company of this old maid, you're more than...
All right. Also, Groma fucking rocks.
Well now, shall we have ourselves a little chat to pass the time?
Real Groma and Gila hours up in here.
By all means. I would like nothing more than to hear of your exploits in the Salt Iron War. I have read much of your surpassing prowess on the battlefield, but would be honored to learn more in your own words.
Oh, child. That was so many, many years ago. How many enemies did I fell on the battlefield? I long since lost count. They say my very
You know,
name is feared throughout the
there's
land.
people who talk about, like, how many people they've slain on the battlefield. And then there's people who've talked about how many they've slain on the battlefield with their fists. She's a brawler class, right? So when she says she killed people, it's not that she had a sword or bow or whatever. No, she punched them to death. She felt every single inch of that.
Others may call them
She's so cool. Oh, yeah, she is.
The truth is... I
Ah,
was
yes,
nothing more than a
the excess
skilled
Frosty
healer.
General and the woman who voted in favor of racism.
You sound as if you regret it.
Against fellow soldiers and warriors like myself. No, that is simply. the
She
way
sweeped a horse and punched the helmet of the knight's head. Oh God.
But my acts also brought suffering to those who did not deserve it. The Roselle. for
Oh
example.
no!
The Roselle? How so?
Oh, don't act so indignant, Gila.
I
We
was
know how you
leading a
voted.
siege on the citadel of the Sands in Hyzant, not far from the source. The Hyzantian commander was a worthy foe. The battle drew on, and we were losing men and resources with little to show for. Seeking to end the battle quickly, I chose to raise the fort with wildfire, and so it fell.
Groma up to some
All
Fist of the
true
North
Western
star shit back in the day.
sails were filled with
Yeah.
Roselle.
Yeah, she
Slaves who
was.
had fled servitude at the lake.
But you did not know they were there. You can hardly blame yourself for their fate.
Do you think the Roselle who roasted to death would say the
Can you
same?
post a link? Yeah, sure. Hold on.
Families.
Boom. Yeah, go for it.
You cannot forgive yourself for this, even so many years later.
Grandma committed war crimes. She really fits right in, right?
Because my
But she only did the
countrymen
one
see
war
me as a
crime.
hero.
You gonna do it the
To
stream?
this day,
Oh,
visions
nice.
of the
Hope you look forward to it,
bodies
Henri.
Lying in the rubble haunt me. Lumps of burnt flesh that were once men and women who wished only
Also,
for
Groma.
freedom.
Shit, dog. That is
At
awful,
first,
actually.
I tried to forget.
The one war
The
crime
weight
she
of
told
my
you.
sins was
True.
too heavy to bear.
Reign of Monarch
And so
starting
I
now.
abandoned everything
Reign of
and
Monarch
left my
is
home
over.
behind.
Doing cruel and unusual combos? Yeah. All right, what'd you post? What'd you post? What is this? Oh, I see. Groma. Groma doing these combos? Awesome. Tragic. I asked you if you wanted it once, and you said no, so I just assumed you wouldn't want it now.
And ever since then, you've wandered the realm alone.
Yes, but no matter how far I traveled, I could not escape my regrets. And now, Norzelia finds itself embroiled in another bloody struggle. The horrors of the past.
I like how... No, I'm not going to have to mom with work school. Yeah, no, I got you. I got you.
If fighting is all I am good for, then the least I can do is fight for peace. It may not atone for the death and suffering I have wrought, but at least it may save others from the same fate.
I'm sorry. It was not my intention to make you relive such painful memories.
Oh my
Worry
god,
not,
she gets a laugh sprite?
Truth
Hell
be
yeah.
told, it's something I've been hoping to get off my chest for
Hell
a
yeah.
while now.
Committing war crimes bad. Committing war crimes by doing sick and combos? Rad.
Thank you for the company, child.
Yeah, it is. Remember, it's not a war crime if it's cool enough. Or if it's in Star Trek. A lot of stuff in Star Trek that should be war crimes apparently isn't. Also, I did a couple of practice battles with this fucking Shield Hawk guy, and I don't like him. I want to like him so bad. And he's just... It's not a war crime if it's cool enough. Eskay Relatable 2023. Yeah, starting the new year off right.
In truth, I'm grateful for any training at all.
Increases gravity with successive hits to try to cut combos short, but you can abuse that to bounce them off the ground at increasing rapid speed to do infinites. Nice.
Then let me think you
Andy, huge fan of him gameplay-wise? Yeah.
Seems my mount was keen to face such a worthy opponent as well.
I do appreciate that, bird-to-bird communication. Awesome. One setup involving the Hawk Shield guy and 5 other characters that can make him solo any map. Oh, wow. That's cool.
I understand your regiment of riders was the Duchy's finest. Yet you chose to leave your home.
I think the thing with him is that he gets out there, he draws aggro, and then he doesn't do anything with it.
I grew to see how powerless I was.
I don't know. Like, between him, like, I was doing a couple practice battles, and I was using him and Eridor, and I
once believed
aside from the mobility thing, I felt like Eridor was just more useful in almost every situation.
So I fought, and fought, and fought for the cause until my shield was stained blood red.
The one upside with him is that he can, like, single target.
Lives you must have saved.
He can single target Fury something. So if you can get him up next to, like, a Castro or whatnot, then he can, like, lock him down to attacking him instead. Eridor is the AoE one, which, depending on the map, can be more useful.
I saved no one. Pride swelled my breast with every mention of that cursed title. But in a year's time, what did I return home to find? My poor wife, wasting away in solitude in the throes of an accursed...
A lot of that going around.
Your wife. Had word not reached you?
She mentioned in letters that she felt unwell, but never did I expect it to be so grave. In a matter of days, she was
Oh,
gone.
shit, dude.
Every moment I spent protecting the people, she drew one step closer to death.
That's awful.
And I left her to die. Her blood, too, stains my shield.
Sir Flanagan,
Forgive me. I did not mean to burden you with my woes. But you see now, my title is a curse.
Well, that dude is not having a good one.
it is a tragedy, yes. But I cannot bring myself to believe you cursed. And you mustn't believe so either.
Huette just having a deep conversation with one of the birds, and they're like, "Meow." Oh, cool. We get a Maxwell and Huette little scene here. But I love how Maxwell still hasn't talked with fucking Roland yet.
Return to us hale and whole. 'Tis a much-needed fortune in these trying times.
With luck, soon my return will not be the only cause for
I
celebration.
also was using Max in some battles off screen, and I kind of like him more than I do Roland. It feels like he's less easy to just kind of blow over and then, you know, die by accident.
Thank you. However, I
He's also got the fucking spear hurl attack, so he's got some range to him.
A legend that seems to have begun a new chapter.
Maxwell has a very cruel idea of edging.
Off that mask of yours. Forgive me for prying.
Oh, yeah, started a new year off right.
You wear it for so
Roland unironically. I can still hear his voice. Sarah Noah, like, are you two avoiding each other or what? Maxwell is less mobile and does less damage, but better in every other metric. Yeah, that's what I've been finding. And the thing is, the less damage matters a lot less than I thought it did, because 2 hits is still 2 hits, right? It doesn't matter if one of the hits does 70% of their health, and one of the hits, or if one of the hits does 60% of the health. It's still going to take 2 of them.
When I served Glenbrook as its master of swords, I did not wear it.
You were master of swords? The Dawn Spear?
Indeed. My star was rising, and I was tasked with investigating a group of nobles who were dealing in...
Wait. Maxwell had a fucking detective arc? Hold on, I'm invested in this now. Maxwell detective arc? Alright.
A simple assignment, or so I thought. I was yet young and unaware of the pettiness of those who consider themselves...
Remember the big budget and numbers which force you to strategize harder? Oh, okay, fair enough.
I apprehended several of the criminals, but one escaped. That was my grave mistake.
Insert joke here about Master of Swords being a nickname in bed? Yeah.
In shadows, they harbored their grudges until they exacted their revenge. But the life they took was not mine. It was my love's, the woman to whom I had promised...
Dude, Maxwell, you got your life is a fucking, like,
I never
prestige drama, dude.
The villain was eventually brought to justice, but no sentence could bring back what had been stolen from me.
Fuck everything else. I want the game about this guy's life.
Had I only been more thorough and not been so naive, then she would still be.
HBO series when, right?
Sir Maxwell, there is no way you could have known. The blame falls not on you.
Nay, my inexperience sowed the seeds, and I will reap their bitter fruit until the day I die. I swore I would never again allow someone I loved to come to harm. To ensure that, I had to discard who I was. I gave up my title as Master of Swords, hid my true face behind a mask. I spoke...
Sir, there's a reason they call me the Dawn Spear Maxwell.
And you were reborn as Glenbrook's fiercest warrior, the Dawn Spear. Your feat surpassed the imagination of even the most silver-tongued of bards. Forgive me. I still tend to get lost in the stories, even though you are standing here before me.
Yeah, you know what? Screw the rest of this game. Let's have Maxwell origin story.
There are few who would
That's the game I want to play. The fucking Maxwell Spear Cop or Spear Detective origin story. As like, I don't know, adventure game? Salt Iron War prequel? Yeah, there we go. Everything involving Maxwell sound like innuendo now. It's because we've been playing it up for so long.
I was brought back from the brink of death to fight by your side.
Triangle Strategy 0.5, The Rise of the Dawn Spear. His name is Dawn Spear and he's a daddy. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, though. Yeah, he is.
Tooth and nail before it takes aught from me again. At least such are the things I tell myself in my quiet moments. I only pray the words can give me strength when it matters most.
Maxwell, down at the bar, chugging back an ale, talking about how he's 2 weeks from retirement. I can see this happening. Protagonist in a long-range series of fantasy novels you never get into because it's already been going for 30 years. Yeah. Finally, Triangle Strategy will get its own sex update in the form of a prequel. Finally, adding sex to Triangle Strategy. Triangle Strategy is still the worst name? It is! It is! And yet, you know what? The more I've played this game, the more I'm convinced that it's actually the perfect title. Because it's exactly as dry and as the rest of it. I was gonna say uninspired, but no, that's not. No, that's not fair. The title is uninspired. The game itself and setting itself is plenty inspired. No, it's just exactly as dry as this game is. Turns out I'm a scrub. I will happily accept less developed and well thought out characters and setting if it means it's a little bit easier to follow along with. I'm a scrub. I hate admitting this, but Bravely Default and Octopath Traveler are just as bad. Bravely Default, I feel like works because it's evocative.
I still owe you for the drinks from the other evening. I wondered if I might treat
It's
you
okay.
to
It's
that.
cute when Bernie writes fanfic. Exactly. That's exactly right. I feel like I don't know what it's about, but like I hear the title Bravely Default and my brain thinks, "Oh, that's kind of cool. I actually want to know what that's like." Octopath Traveler is kind of like meh. It's very much exactly what it says on the tin, but it's also descriptive enough that it works. And it's like not a great title, it's not inspired, but it's fine. Triangle Strategy is just no.
He seemed troubled by something.
What is he troubled by? Oh.
Perhaps I'm...
Name that they never changed. Yeah. First letters of the names of the Octopath characters spell Octopath. That's great. Also, Octopath is just a fucking silly word.
It is early, is it not? Is something amiss?
No, nothing at all. Just my attention is required elsewhere.
Oh, Benedict and Eridor having their secret rendezvous.
Elsewhere?
Live Alive is very good. Live Alive is a great name. See that, like, I can see why they're kind of like hung up on this notion of, you know, very short 2-word punchy titles. But damn, you really got to sell it, you know.
How many have you had?
Not enough. Just one for you, I take it.
Yes.
Went by in a flash. Can you believe it's been 30 years?
Damn. It's a lot of years.
The time has escaped us. The memory of that day, however, I doubt ever will.
Are we going to learn about the incident? Growing struggling. So backloaded and the dialogue has the Japanese direction. Give bad directing to the English cast energy. Yeah. RPGs struggle with names. To find the line between nice and punchy and why. Yeah. And like, I get what they're going for, and they're successful at evoking the energy they want to. It's not a case where like the writing is bad because it's failing to do what it wants. It's doing what it wants to do, but what it wants to do is be incredibly dry.
Always thought I'd meet my end with a beautiful lass by my side.
You have many days ahead of you yet, Eridor. We will see you returned home.
Don't try to run, you curs! Leave me be. I'll just slow you down. It was my cursed pride that got us into this. Only I should suffer for it. We don't all need to die today.
Even in the face of death, you refuse to set aside your foolish pride.
The only unrealistic thing about this is that Benedict could take down any enemy unit.
And I will see you delivered from it.
You fool.
Benedict, you dumbass, he was flirting with you. Yeah, exactly.
Charge!
Come on, Bandicoot.
Come and die.
Yeah!
Okay, so see that's one where like, okay, yeah, the maybe you should have done a second take on that one. Tactics Ogre, Live Alive, Vagrant Story is punchy. They kind of get why they go for it. Yeah. And the thing is, like, you remember the titles, right? Like, you're never going to forget fucking Octopath Traveler. Once you hear it for the first time, it sticks in your head like a fucking worm. Benedict, don't worry, Eridor will give you plot armor with the power of gayness. True. I mean, hey, he comes out to the bar for Eridor and Eridor alone.
Aye, and the only punishment for my pride were these aches that keep me awake at night.
He can't actually do that? That's his final skill? Oh, shit.
We hungered for glory all those years ago, without a care for how it would serve us later on.
A couple of would-be heroes who couldn't be convinced they weren't invincible.
Yet here we are, drinking to celebrate the end of that war. I do not wish to.
It'd be cool to have a character that had, like,
toast that I may never again repeat the
what's the name? The trope is conservation and ninjutsu, right? The more enemies you're fighting, like the more invincible the main character becomes. It'd be cool to have a character that was very effective as long as there were more enemies, but the less enemies there got over the course of the battle, the less and less effective they became, until the point where, like, they can't win just a one-on-one. Instance of invincibility, all allies within range 4 TP. Oh, wow.
Well,
Shit.
That said, I have a feeling we'll need your sturdy shield even more going forward.
You need me to lead a charge? I'm your man. I'll leave anything fancier than that to you. For House Wolfort!
For House Wolfort.
Thing is, like, that sounds like a cool idea, and it doesn't sound fun to use, now that I've said it aloud. Alright, Erdor.
Made it in time, my lord.
Eridor, you came.
Lady Destra. Your mother was loved by one and all, my lord. Honoring her this day.
Is there not a grave yet for Simone? Yeah, that's all it takes to get me to laugh now. Alright. Perfect.
We are beset on all sides by tasks large and small. I would not impose my familial obligations on the others.
Spoken like a true leader. Me and your mother may not have been family by blood, but duty bound us.
Eridor, I've killed people for less than that.
I am sure she would have been overjoyed to see you by my side. I never had a chance to know her. My only memories are from stories others told me. And still, I somehow can feel the warmth of her embrace. Hear the loving sound of her voice.
She was smitten, that is true. She held on to you so tightly. I reckon not even the Dawn Spear could have pried you from her.
Did she?
Triangle strategy is political commentary on people who grieve unsuccessful sperm. Jesus.
She treated young Benedict and I
You know
like
what?
brothers.
You know what?
Times,
Sure, we're gonna go with
so
that.
deserving of
We're gonna
regret.
go with that.
Even so, she always had a kind word and worry enough to spare. There weren't a woman like her in all of Narzelia.
I did not know the bond between you three ran so deep. Benedict never mentioned it.
Yeah.
His lips aren't as loose as mine, especially when it comes to Lady Destra.
Strategy rather than plan B.
Here,
No idea what I'm going for.
your mother would have loved to get one of these.
There's something there. Someone that, like, there it'll take a little bit of teasing out to find it, but there is
A snowbell.
something to it.
My
Something
father
to that.
mentioned her fondness for these flowers. Every year when I visited her,
What a start to a new year.
these were
Told you it's the same as the old year.
grave. Was
Well, not
As
exactly,
God
my
intended.
lord.
They're quite rare.
Starting 2023 cringe.
I often search
Exactly
for them, but
as
I've yet
planned.
to see one in bloom. Where did you find it?
Well, I made a journey down south. Benedict insisted. Apologies for my absence, my lord.
The year has changed, but the chat hasn't. And you know what? That's kind of reassuring in a way.
Thoughtful gesture, and I thank you for it. Somehow, I can feel Mother smiling down upon us.
More than I deserve, if I'm being
Man,
honest.
Eridor, you really don't have a high opinion of yourself, do you, my guy? Chat being like, this is a cosmic principle. And you know what? I can appreciate that.
Who could have...
I appreciate the particular brand of weird that chat has developed into.
Should have known. Nothing will stop
Better
me
or
from
worse, we're one of the constants of my life. Yeah, that's true. None of us are accountable for the things you say. Well, let's not go that far.
What was that?
It's like it's weird to describe, but like I do appreciate the brand of weird that y'all are, as opposed to the brand of weird of people that come into the chat randomly and just start saying stuff to try to get a rise out of me.
Seems we're not
You know what
the
I
only
mean?
ones carrying a torch.
Like, it doesn't happen as often during the Palliative stream, but like sometimes during the Grisco streams, we'll get people that just kind of come in chat and just say stuff to try to get a rise. And it's like, why? What are you doing? What is the point here, friend? You're entering your slut era? Nice. Congratulations.
Trust I'll see you here again in a year's time, Eridor.
Of course, my lord. Snowbells might capture a moment in time.
Still remembering that one time I purposely I made sure to write a slut era joke into our Umaneko finale just so I could say the phrase slut era in Erica voice. Self-serving. They do a little trolling, but it's not even like good trolling, I guess. It's just that I kind of hoped the quality of trolling would be better. I don't know. If you're gonna troll someone, be good at it.
It's become late. We best keep an eye out for bandits.
Oh God, we've been at this for like 40 minutes, almost 40 minutes. What the fuck?
I won't let us come to harm.
It takes no great intuition to see that this world is falling ever deeper into chaos.
Onto your slut era, play more noise SL. And probably later this year, my slut era too, playing the OG noise switch port if it releases this year.
Will we see our way safely?
You need to read the Rotosi comment was excellent.
I cannot say.
Yeah. Laugh it up.
We have not but our duty. And
Oh shit, that reminds me. Henri, I still owe you a Vaporeon. I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting that I owe you that one.
I find your perspective
Let me see if I can find it. I'll do it at the end of the stream today.
You walk the path you've chosen with confidence.
Where'd you put that? You put it in an off topic, right?
On the other hand, I often feel that I'm fumbling.
Here we go.
I had thought Gustadov...
Nearly a month late, but that's fine.
But now I see that he will not hesitate to employ deceit to achieve his goals. In a manner of speaking, he and I are not so different. I, too, once hoped to have the influence to change the nation. At least, I told myself so. Really, all I wanted was...
Gila, I gotta be honest, I don't know what you and Huet are talking about. I was thinking about fucking copy pastas for the past 10 minutes.
As long as I had what I wanted, I had no...
Vaporeon copy pasta is like fine wine. It gets better the longer it ages. Thanks.
Gila,
But this war has
Mentioned if I were a lesser person, I'd write the copy pasta in here, but I won't. No, it's okay. We've got it in, I found where it was posted in the Discord, so I've got access to it. Don't worry. I promised Henri I would read it, and then I didn't in that stream, and I kept forgetting to do it, so I'm going to do it today before I forget it.
I was wrong to underestimate her, to define her by her birth and station.
I've recently discovered the joy of reading silly things.
My greatest failures as a teacher, but
Which is why Vivian and I have started adding like little short memes to the end of our Zero Escape videos, just because it's funny and we like doing it.
I see now there is no shame in serving another, and no shame in sacrificing my freedom for something greater. Oh, but perhaps I've shared overmuch. For some reason,
Zero Escape bits are extremely good. They are. I mean, like, obviously we don't take credit for writing them, but your take on June is very good.
Feeling is mutual. You are not so aloof as I thought.
So ending the stream with a bang. Yes, exactly. I feel okay, so like we finished recording all of 999 at this point because we needed to get a big buffer in for reasons. But having seen the end of the game, I feel completely vindicated in my depiction of June. Started quoting Kapasi and didn't realize it for a sec. Yeah. Yeah. I do. I don't know what these two are talking about. Hewitt and Gila, I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. 100% perfect. Awesome. Glad to hear it.
Not half so aloof as I thought.
What's up, gamers? Yo, Dohu Wario. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Definitely having normal conversations in here. We've been watching cutscenes for 40 minutes. I honestly think it's like even odds whether or not we finish this before Engage comes out.
Ah, my good sir. Don't you look to be in a fit of pique?
Don't know what they're talking about. Just gonna assume it's Savick just cuz. Yeah, fair enough. Poor decision's been made yet? I mean, I booted up the game. Does that count? Got him! Gila and Hewitt overshadowed by the Pokemon that is the most submissive. Shit, I gotta stop reading comments aloud, don't I?
And all he got for his troubles was a whole day atop his chamber pot.
Ah, perhaps the tonic's invigorating effects were too potent for a man of such venerable age. While Lionel is sure his digestive system has been duly cleansed,
Plans for Engage are finishing Xenoblade 3 and Fata Morgana. My plans within the next 2 weeks are to finish a long-ass visual novel and a long-ass JRPG. Reasonable.
Digestive system? Dosage? You said that medicine granted eternal life.
Lionel recalls saying nothing of the sort. We did converse about rumors of such an elixir existing prior to the transaction, but that was all.
Oh, Lionel, you little shit.
Doubts. Pray consult the bill of sale. Rest assured that any
Just go into a fugue and read all of Fata Morgana in 2 days. It's worth it. Oh, God, that sounds overwhelming.
Good it'll do me now, I might as well wipe my ass with it.
My friend, a merchant's seal is his word. Consider this a lesson to read the fine print more carefully in the future.
You two-faced charlatan!
See, now, if this was Spice and Wolf setting, Lionel would be like, the dude would be like, oh, well, I guess I learned a thing from you. I suppose it's not worth getting angry at you.
The heavy taxes on salt? I dare say more so than market prices would conceivably allow. One wonders, what is the
Lionel would be a wolf girl? I can see it. He can be a wolf girl if he wants to be. That's a treat.
You can't threaten me.
I forgot they have fucking lava canals in Aspfrost. Because why wouldn't they? His VA is actually going for it. Yeah, I'm impressed.
Seems you needed protection after all.
Shut up. Lionel had the matter well.
2 sections max away from finishing Xenoblade 3, and I'll have like 5-ish weeks to finish Valhalla and whatever I play afterwards before Galleria comes out. Nice.
He's just unconscious.
Speaking of Valhalla, did you see there was a Valhalla tie-in novella that came out? I think we posted it in the Discord, but check it out.
Nevertheless, he gave Lionel quite a fright. That knock on his head couldn't have been good.
Lava canals are such a thing, right? Like, why? Just don't build your homes next to... Like, convection is still a thing. Like, how hot does it need to be? Right? Like, holy shit. Just standing next to that would fucking burn you, let alone walking over it. Using convection to make the city livable? Okay, but even so, even if that was your goal, you wouldn't leave it open to the air so someone could walk into it, right?
Using the name of House Wolfort to swindle others? How long did you think this should...
No guardrails.
I'll give you one chance to stop, or else you'll end up next to him in the dirt.
Lionel will have you know he has friends in high places.
Should have the yellow and black warning bars. I mean, they apparently have those for minecarts, but not for fucking lava canals. They've invented yellow and black warning bars, so...
So high, in fact, that yes, Lionel now sees the error of his ways. His thinking so far has been positively unambitious.
What? Lionel, what you doing, buddy?
It is Lionel who holds the purse strings of House Wolfort, and it is he who must see to it that said purse is overflowing with riches.
I see. I see.
He has been a fool. Only a fool would squander his talents with
How many children do you think have fallen into the lava over the years? A couple dozen at least. They don't keep the statistics public, though, because, you know. How many children drunkards die a year from falling into them? Too many. You bounce off it as water, your body turns into steam, and then you flop back on it and very slowly sink into it, basically lying on it while on fire. Wow!
For such is his burden, the burden of a loyal servant tasked with guiding his house to bound...
Lionel, why are you like this, man?
Let us begin our new work post-haste.
Lionel, why are you Lionel?
That took a turn for the unexpected. What am I supposed to do with him? Knock him senseless and drag him back to the castle?
I don't know. I feel like with Lionel, you point him in the right direction and hope for the best. This is a meritocracy, and those children didn't display any merit. If they'd had any, they wouldn't have fallen into the lava.
Lord Serenoa, may I speak with you?
About that noblewoman, yes? Eridor's told me what happened.
Forgive me. I know that I should have waited for your orders before acting. But I could not leave that woman to her devices. The longer the war goes on, the more the people suffer.
Oh, right. The fucking noblewoman who was going around using Serenoa's name to extort from people. Yeah, I gotcha. They do keep a record. Just don't release it. Erica and her brother replace a bet every year to guess how many died. Money goes to whoever guesses the closest answer. Triangle strategy 2. Lionel now runs a megacorp that controls Norzelia. I can see it.
Had we let her go free, people
Very specifically phrased psych evals that are like, do you dislike children because they don't contribute to society? And you're like, I feel like if I answer this wrong, I'm going to get put on a list.
I believed we had to show them that soldiers stand for justice, and acted. I accept whatever punishment you deem fit.
Whoever gets higher tossing kids in the lava to cheat.
There will be no punishment, for you have committed no wrong.
Oh, shit. I feel bad for having killed him now. Would have been some, that would have been some good stuff. Lionel runs Super Walmart.
Lord.
I see.
Anna looked into her. It seems that woman's ill repute dates back to her days in Glenbrook. Likely, she thought to obfuscate her misdeeds in the Crown City by hiding within my troops. But she wasn't able to conceal her true self in the end. I suppose she thought to earn my favor with the stolen food. Unfortunately for her, she misjudged my principles.
least he isn't an arms dealer yet. Right? He's got that kind of energy that says, like, he's going to become the fucking arms dealer character playing both sides of the war at some point.
Forgive me for my oversight. I shall take all necessary precautions to ensure nothing like it happens again.
So, you aren't upset with me for throwing a noble woman in jail?
You don't have to spell jail with a G-A-O. Just spell it with a J-A-I. It's fine.
For her misdeeds in
They're
Glenbrook,
spoken aloud the same. No one's gonna notice.
order her banished at once. She will never again be welcome in the Wolfort domain. Let it serve as a deterrent to any others who would prey upon the common people. It is rare that I meet someone so committed to holding those of high birth accountable for their actions. I hope you will continue to do so. House Wolfort
Yeah.
people can trust.
Of course, my lord. You have... I knew I made the right choice. Unlike Patriot, Lord Serenoa is a man worth serving. Yes, I finally found where I am meant to be.
But they put you in jail or the ever jail. Oh my god. Wolf Girl, like that one horrible Twitter account run by an arms dealer. Oh my god! Oh my god, I forgot about that. I forgot about that until... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Lionel really would be a wolf girl, huh? Me hearing vaguely any old word. Is this an Elden Ring reference? Yes, it is. All right. Let's start over here in High Xanta. Now we get to watch more cutscenes, but these are the main game cutscenes. To 45 minutes of optional cutscenes.
Milo has sent a dispatch from Glenbrook. Deep within the Grand Rosalian mines lies... It would seem salt crystals were found within.
Impossible.
The discovery of salt outside the source explains Gustadolf's recent...
Could no one have guessed this?
How can you be so calm? The teachings tell us that salt is a blessing, bestowed only upon the goddess's followers. The discovery of these salt crystals is an existential threat to...
Yeah, it is. What'll happen?
Salt crystals are salt too. We need only keep word of this discovery from spreading.
Of course.
How would you keep word of that from spreading? Literally how?
The Hierophant has spoken. Minister Exham, you shall raise an army and seize the Grand Rosalian mines in Hyzant's name.
The Hierophant asks us to invade Glenbrook?
Do you have another way to...
Oh.
Minister but...
Do you have another way to silence King Roland? Sereno is one of us, honor bound to heed the Hierophant's word.
We know not if he will do so, or if...
Yeah, fair enough.
You shall ask him yourself when you surround Castle Wolfort en route to the mine.
And if he resists?
You are free to deal with him, as we do with all who forsake the goddess.
I mean, it was your decision to make him a fucking member of your, like, saints, right? That was your choice. Said the Arms Deal posting green text on Twitter joke on the Mario stream. It took, like, the thing is, like, I don't think about it very often, so, like, I didn't even realize. But yeah, that's good shit. That's good shit.
I am gladdened to see each and every one of you, my ironclad brothers in arms, here at Twinsgate. I have asked you here to tell you of a most fortuitous discovery. We have found crystals of salt deep in the Grand Orzelian mines. Alas, Glenbrook has taken those very mines from us.
Oh, good.
What's worse, Glenbrook's esteemed House Wolfort is led by one of
Oh,
the
good.
saintly seven
Here, now we're going to get in the middle of a three-way war. This is great.
They will no doubt be informed of the salt crystals, and their precious religion will be
The
shaken
second
to
he
its
takes account and it's not an arms deal, but also still awful. Yeah.
core. I trust you can all imagine how Hyzant will respond to such.
I can see how we're gonna get the three-way battle map now.
They will not go quietly, but will instead seek the crystals for themselves, that their reign of terror may continue unimpeded. Therefore, we must subdue Glenbrook and seize the mines for Esfrost if we are to counter this grave threat. But we cannot stop there, for that will only draw Hyzant to our gates.
Uh-huh.
They will stop at nothing
Uh-huh.
to conquer all of Norzelia in
Uh-huh.
The duchy has never been in a more precarious position. But we will not yield. We subscribe to no faith, and we bend the knee for no
Well,
king.
I mean, in
We
name, I
shall
guess.
treat our enemies at Twinsgate with cold, hard steel. Our newest weapon, the Death's Knell, is nearly complete.
I can't wait till they roll out the death knell and it's literally just like a Glock.
Back at Hyzant, the false goddess shall crumble beneath the sheer force of our iron will, and Hyzant reduced to
I also like how in all of these game plans, Glenbrook is just like getting steamrolled in the middle of it.
raise your swords,
That'd be
my
hilarious.
iron heroes.
Oh, yeah.
Your names
You can theoretically post Greetex without being inherently awful. Just anyone who's willing to discover any part of 4chan for them is likely to have internalized. Exactly, exactly. It's like, I guess categorically speaking, it's not impossible, but like, think about what would have to happen.
Yes. The death snare will reduce many a falsehood to rubble, dear Gustadolf.
Oh, is he still on our side? Was he playing the? Is he playing the long game here? I worried that for a moment that Svarog got taken in by Gustadolf's flowery words. Why would he be on Gustadolf's side? Because last time he confronted Gustadolf with what we had told him and what he learned, and Gustadolf tried to convince him that Serenoa had lied to him. And in the moment, it seemed like he had kind of accepted that, but it was unclear whether or not he was just doing that to be on Gustadolf's good side or if he had actually turned heel. So, it looks like he didn't turn heel. Sweet. Good for us.
That Hyzant intends to raise an army against Glenbrook? Yes, I am familiar.
So it's reached the consortium then. Is it
Discworld book where the plot was, what if one person in fantasy setting had a gun and it was good? Man, Discworld is just fucking rad.
City with Hyzant's help. Not to mention restored relations.
What's safer to do? Was his argument convincing? Yeah, I didn't think it was convincing, but like, I'm not him. I'm not Svarog. I don't know
Such a thing would
how
be
he thinks.
But the rumors are so persistent.
But yeah, it makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
For example?
I wouldn't be so restless if I had an example to give.
Esfrost gathers its troops at Twinsgate. Might they have heard the rumors as well?
Perhaps. A battle for the very soul of Norzelia may loom on the horizon. But therein lies the opportunity for merchants like us. You can't wage war without a surfeit of supplies.
His name is Broker? Of course he's a merchant. Oh, you know what? No, that's fine. That's fine. Because, like, family name being a profession, it makes sense in the time period.
And each shift in Norzelia's power balance opens new business opportunities.
Will the consortium continue trading with Hyzant?
'Tis difficult to say. I believe House Wolfort's actions from here on will be key to the consortium's decision.
House Wolfort, you say?
Indeed. They've been involved in most every conflict between the three nations on this continent.
Clara's just out here being like, yeah, no, it's probably going to be them because, let's be honest, they've somehow been at the center of literally every single thing that's happened in the past couple months. If it were his given name, that would be silly. Exactly.
I shall wait and see how Lord Serenoa responds first. Lest I
Do
make
we know
a
this
rash
guy?
decision.
Not really. Wartime trading is all well and good till starving peasants start kicking. Well, if they're still kicking, they can't be starving enough. They can't be starving that badly if they got energy to kick, right? Also, hi, Sunrise Doris.
Hyzant has learned of the salt crystals. Minister Exham of the Saintly Seven wastes no
Let them
time
eat cake?
in mustering
Yeah.
army,
Or
which
brioche.
now marches on the Grand Nozellian mines. Elsewhere,
Vaguely remember the portrait, but don't remember doing anything. Yeah, I don't remember him doing anything of importance. But then again, he might have. This game has 11 fuck-ton characters in it, most of whom aren't readily distinguishable from one another. So, yeah, your guess is as good as mine. If he hasn't been involved in the main plot in the last chapter or two, then I don't fucking know.
where Roland and Serenoa's pronouncement could touch off a battle for the soul of Norzelia.
More than Umineko?
Much deliberation, Roland
Yeah,
makes his way
because
past the
like
Wolf
Umineko has a lot of characters, but it doesn't have JRPG tiered lot of characters. There's a lot of characters for a visual novel. I don't think it has like JRPG level number of characters though. Cause what? Like in total in Umineko, it's like 30 or 40 across 8 episodes. In terms of like sprite characters. You won Svarog's trust, so you missed his most major appearance. Oh, okay, fair enough. Rad. Umineko is the JRPG of Dark Souls novels. Stop this.
I appreciate you coming all this way, Roland. I was the one who asked for your time, so it is only natural I make the journey. I wish to tell you that I finally made up my mind.
Oh, cool. And you didn't even need the scales.
You were willing to share it with me. I've long pondered over the one thing that Norzelia needs most. I thought back on the Salt Iron War.
Half of the games I play are Souls-likes or games that take major influence from Souls games. I don't know what you're talking about. I hate Souls-likes. Luca, Tunic, Hollow Knight. I don't see it.
Each nation still thinks only of itself, wishing to fill its coffers even at the expense of others. But who bears the brunt of such a war? The people. Exactly so. The avarice of the ruler is an existential threat to the loyal.
Also, did I play Luca on stream? I know I talked about having played it, but I don't think I played it on stream, right?
This much is obvious.
Unless I completely forgot? I've been doing this over 5 years now. It's entirely possible I streamed that game and forgot about it.
Remove one and you necessarily remove the other.
I've been doing this long enough that it is possible that I've just straight up forgotten games that I've streamed.
And how do you propose we
You don't think I did? No. Yeah, I feel like I would remember.
No, surely you don't mean. Yes. The goddess's teachings.
It's a good game. I highly recommend it. But like I don't think I streamed it.
An authority greater than any king. The model nation was in front of us all along, Serenoa. The holy state of Hyzant.
I just realized I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying, and I really should have been. Okay. The avarice of the ruler's existential threat to their loyal subjects, sure. Not that well people suffer just as much in the language of poverty. We know winner without a loser. Remove one and you necessarily remove the other. If we achieve equality... Okay. Stop trying to create a religious hegemony to stop conflict, right? Roland says racism is okay now. All will be equal, but some will be more equal than others. Exactly. Roland! Roland!
I have decided that we must give the salt crystals in the Grand Norzelian mines to Hyzant.
so doing, you'll give them control of all Norzelia.
Exactly. There will be no more squabbling over salt. Norzelia will know eternal peace at last.
What? Like, Roland, how did we ever fall for you, man?
Unequal peace, surely. One built on the backs of a people like the Roselle, if not the Roselle themselves.
Yeah, Roland. Maybe you don't subscribe to the country of slavery, right? It's like...
I am not blind to that fact. But so few will suffer for the good of so many.
Wow! Wow! You know what? This just solidifies that he's got fucking teenage atheist energy. Because he's like changed his entire tune on a fucking whim. Wow, Roland says SMD love around.
Nothing in this world is perfect, Sarah.
Nothing in this world is perfect, and that justifies slavery. Wow! Okay, Sarah Noah. I'm gonna need you to walk up to him and punch Roland in the face, alright? I'm gonna need you to do that for me, buddy.
The sacrifice of the few for the good of the many. It's the only clear answer. And one I would give every time.
So yeah, choose Frederica or Benedict. Because Roland drank the Kool-Aid. Oh man, does he always turn out like this? Does he always turn out like this?
So be it. My crown. My pride. They're but small prices to pay for peace.
That's what happened to going to daddy withdrawal. Oh man, dude.
You are truly prepared to throw it all away.
Join me, Sarah Noah. Let us unite Norzelia under the Holy State.
Wow.
Roland, this is quite sudden.
Golden Path, but I definitely saw this. Wow.
I understand. Pray, take on.
Please tell me he's not in our army anymore.
Seeing as it forsakes her.
Yeah, it fucking does, Ronald. What do you got to say to her? Ronald, why don't you explain to our wife what you plan to do, buddy? Buddy, come on, buddy. Why don't we just bring our wife in here and you can tell her your plan? No, really. Let's see how well that goes over. He just gives up. Like there's a way that this could have been done in a way that makes it clear that this is like that this is him failing, right? I think it needs to be clearer that Roland here is absolutely just has seen the enormity of the job in front of him and has given the fuck up and has just taken the easiest route out of that requires him to no longer be in power, right? If the incest didn't sink the ship, this would. Oh yeah. Sir Noah, you got claim to Roland's throne. Kick him out and become the lord of both. Exile Ronald to a small cottage in the countryside. You know what? How convenient for us that we've got a claim to the throne of Glenbrook, right?
I am already mourning the rift this may cause between you. But I shall not be swayed. This will be my final act as
Dude! Get kicked in the dick! Roland, I hope you step on a Lego piece. Marginally better if you choose to stay with Roland instead of going with Frederica or Benedict earlier, but still pretty bad. Ugh.
It pains me to see him so tortured.
I'm not surprised. The future of our kingdom, to say nothing of the entire continent,
Still pretty bad. Yeah.
Pray tell, what do you intend to do about the salt crystals?
In truth, I cannot decide.
Sarah Noah, come on, man.
Salt is too precious to be hoarded. We've a duty to share it with the people, which is...
Where the difficulty lies, yes.
I've seen more problematic ships, TBH. I mean, haven't we all?
Part of every war in Norzelia.
Would that the boundless salted sea of Rosellan legend still existed. We'd have no need of conflict if there were a source.
Dude, just put together a party and there's like oceans and shit. I promise you, if you just keep going, pick a direction and go for a little while, oceans. Hear me out. Roland is not interesting or cool enough to carry the problematic. Yeah, exactly.
Crystals has made two things plain to me. The first is that my mother spoke true in the legend she passed on to me.
The thing is, Roland going full racism mode doesn't even make the shit problematic in a fun way. Yeah! Yeah, it just makes it like, ugh. Specific conditions like the Dead Sea to get salt from the ocean. Well, I mean, if you want to be a negative Nancy about it, sure.
Just so, we are guilty of nothing. Yet the Roselle languish in the source, where they are looked down upon and forced to work.
Just do mining. They have the mines. Right? You already found salt. There's no reason to... Now that you've found a second source, there is no longer any, like, reason to believe that it's unique, right? Like, if your only... Okay, if your only source of salt is the one place in Hyzanta, and that's how it's been your entire life, I can understand not looking for other places, right? Because that's the one place it's always been. You found a second one, though. It is no longer unique. Just mine of... Just there's more! You know this now. I was like, I don't want to wage a three-way war across the continent, and he just gives up. Yeah. Pathetic loser man making the hard choice of, well, yeah.
Such is the ugly lie at the heart of their teachings.
One revealed by a crystal of the mineral they hold so dear. The time has come, Serenoa. The Roselle must...
Well, yeah.
The salt crystals have brought us to the brink of war. We can harness this unrest, incite
Hell yeah.
to rise up and rebel against.
Yeah, Frederica, you're speaking my language.
I am with you. Believe me, I am. But you make it sound so...
Simple. Yes, I know.
Frederica based? Yeah, actually.
Is so distant for everyone else. We can no longer wait for someone to do the right thing. Help isn't coming. Why else would
You know what? No. Take the mic, girl. You got this. Yeah, hell yeah. All right. It's already so much more appealing than anything Roland. Yeah, being like, fuck waiting for people to save us. Let's fucking do it. Let's just do the revolution ourselves. Like, yeah, all right, yeah. Rad. That's fucking rad.
Couldn't feel any closer.
And I thank the stars that I have you by my side. I do. In truth,
Oh, look at these two being all hetero.
this time will be different.
Anyway, chose Frederica route first.
To accomplish what my mother could not.
I agree. But the risk is immense.
It's probably what we'll do.
Suppose we succeed, what then?
Of course not.
And when that time comes, you can lead the Roselle to Centralia, just as your mother wrote about in the book she left behind, beyond the Great Falls and the Folk's Domain at the end of the Norzelia River, the ancestral...
Has no one just, like, walked south in a while? Oh, wait, there are falls on them? Okay, that explains why they're not trading past that point. Okay. Alright. Sarah, no, you already let her take charge in bed. Just give her full control and accept your role of trophy husband. You can keep Roland as a pet.
We've already found one legend to be rooted in truth. Perhaps this one is as well. And if not, at least you'll be safe from harm.
I doubt Benedict will share our feelings, though. Abandoning all we've built to embark on a journey fraught with danger in search of a legend. Yet no matter how perilous the path ahead...
Please tell me Roland leaves our party. I do not want him around at this point. The family dog could talk. It was racist, Reddit atheist. Yeah, that sounds about right. And you had all the conditions to get golden ending other than choosing to visit Sereno's father. Shit, so you have to visit his father at that point. Okay. If I recall correctly, I think I've missed 2 conditions, right? I have to not do the war crimes that one time, and we have to visit we have to visit Serenoa's father instead of the other options there.
Whatever course of action we choose will determine whether House Wolford leaves a legacy in that history or is expunged from it.
How would you proceed, Benedict?
I would do all I could to keep it from falling into Hyzant's hands.
Once you choose a route, characters will leave you.
They will solidify their grip on the
Oh, wow.
and in time dominate it. The Siren Song.
Even though they count me among the saintly seven.
Even then, for that matters little when the equality they espouse
Huh.
is dictated by the
So I
gods.
wonder who will leave us
Or should
then.
I say, the Hieroglyph. In the end, they will have the same life and death control over all Norzelia that they now hold over the Roselle.
And our wounds from the battle with Esfrost have only begun to heal. Hyzant will destroy us if we wage war against them in our current state.
But they stand little chance against us if we ally with Esfrost.
Oh.
With Esfrost? Are you of sound mind, Benedict?
Probably that hawk girl. Yeah, because Hewitt will go with Roland. Makes sense. Which sucks, because she's our best bow unit, but you know.
Esfrost wants nothing more than to loosen Hyzant's grip.
Path seems like it would help the most without doing a slavery.
Salt crystals.
Yeah, that does. I can see that.
Our interests are broadly aligned, yes, but
Esfrost has been building toward precisely that purpose.
What does chat want? I'm not going to do Roland ending, obviously. But
you speak of the death knell, the weapon that Cordelia
Esfrost ending doesn't sound like completely out of the question, at least. I don't know. Frederica got me with the energy, with the good energy. I'm kind of like hyped to do her thing.
Right for the taking. Without that weapon, we can't.
Roland is pro Hyzanta, Benedict pro Esfrost, and Frederica is fuck them both. Yeah, exactly.
You need only say the word, and I shall convince.
You like Esfrost has interesting content? Esfrost is best Frost. Leave if you don't pick Frederica, but also she voted against the Roselle that one time, so yeah.
secure Esfrost's cooperation.
Frederica's ending doesn't make concessions, but it isn't as effective as Benedict. Fair enough. Frederica sounds base, but Esfrost isn't an immediate no like Roland. Yeah, exactly. Like, Frederica has to be enthusiastic. Roland is an immediate no, but Esfrost ending is like, I guess I could consider it. I would be open to a peer-reviewed study. Take you after you killed those kids? Well, the idea is that we support Svarog. Svarog overthrows Gustadolf, and then we have our lot with him. I assume that'll happen in Esfrost ending. It's because we're not allying with Gustadolf Esfrost, we're allying with Svarog Esfrost. Like to know who leaves if you pick Esfrost? I would. Roland is awful because utility monster argument for keeping a theocracy and chattel slavery. Yeah!
About to ask.
From whence this somber tone?
Do you believe King Roland is fit to rule?
Roland left me? I mean, obviously. Just Roland? What? Even Hewitt stayed? Wow!
Is of little use when the fate of our realm is at stake, Lord Serenoa. Are you content to spend the rest of your
That's
life
rad! Even Cordelia stayed! Wow! Even Cordy stayed? No! Oh, wow! No one likes Ronald. No, he sucks.
My friend. And you are Lord of House Wolford, whose military prowess.
Benedict's like, become king, take control of Roselia. And yeah, probably the route leader stays. Yeah. Hewitt really said, sir, you don't pay me to be racist. I'm staying right here. Exactly.
Not the guard dog of Glenbrook and Hyzant. What else are you here to do, if not to protect your house and keep its banner alive?
I don't know, Benedict. I was talking to Frederica. She said some really cool shit.
But you have the potential for so much more. All Norzelia could be yours if you but desire.
Okay, but you understand why anyone who would desire total control over a continent shouldn't have that, right? Right, Benedict? You understand that, right, buddy?
Treason, if not outright regicide. These are your suggestions.
Of course not. The blood in your veins and the royal family's ring are...
Edelgard enjoyer, huh? Yeah, a little bit.
I told you not to speak of that again.
But you did not tell me to forget. The time to reckon with your lineage draws near. You must make a...
Logic for not picking Frederica was that beating High Xanta would allow a similar result. That's reasonable. That's reasonable.
I've heard enough. Leave me.
Just know that I will do...
Ronald, let's do racism, everyone. Hewitt, bro. Cordy, bro. Cerno, bro. Federica, bro. Yeah. Woo! All right, chat. What do you want? Which put in some votes. I'm gonna reserve the right to make my own decision, but I want to see what y'all feel like. What ending are y'all feeling? S Frost. Okay, that's one vote for S Frost end. Just not Roland. No, I have no desire to see Roland ending. I'm sorry. Please tell me Frederica leaves us if we do Roland ending. And slightly more toward Frederica. Okay. Yeah, she does? Hell yeah. Awesome. You go. Hell yeah. Also, I appreciate the game prompting you like, hey, big decision point. Maybe drop a save.
You are certain Hyzan's army marches for the Grand Norzelian mines?
Partial S Frost ever since we learned Gustadolf's name. True. And knowing that Frederica stays with us if we pick S Frost route, that helps sell me on it a little bit more. Because it's... Didn't they at that point be disappointed in this game too? Get out the scales!
It was only a matter of time. We knew this.
Frost's army gathers at Twinsgate as well.
War's breaking out over this thing, and we've got to be ready.
How will Glenbrook respond, King Roland?
There's no need to prepare for war.
The two rats of Estron aren't living anymore. True!
We will surrender the salt crystals to the holy state.
It's much more appealing. I assume that part of Esfrost End means we get to kill Gustadolf.
What? Furthermore, I hereby declare that the kingdom of Glenbrook and its people shall submit to the goddess and her teachings.
Okay, Serenoa. Or, you know what? No, Frederica. Please tell me Frederica's gonna reach over there and, like, smack him in his jaw. Partial Esfrost? Alright. That is way more showing for Esfrost than I thought. I think we'll do Esfrost End.
Which is why I have chosen a path that will allow the greatest number of people to live in equality and harmony.
Potential killing Gustadolf does sound appealing. Oh, yeah. Let's try going for Esfrost Ending. Because the idea is that we're probably going to be killing Gustadolf and Svarog will be ruling Esfrost.
Is the suffering of the Rizal not proof enough that the goddess
Did you see Frederica's ending?
is a lie?
Yeah! Frederica's ending sounds really cool. I actually kind of want to see both of these.
The truth, my king. Handing over the salt crystals is tantamount to giving Hyzan's goddess free reign of Norzelia. Will you so readily surrender?
I think the main thing here is we don't want to do whatever Ronald's ending is. There's cool stuff in both? Yeah.
I acknowledge the abdication of my kingdom and kingship.
Both seem good. I'm kind of more interested in the Esfrost one because it means that we get to be a fucking monster ruling a continent. And that sounds sketchy as all get out, and I like that.
A small price to pay in my eyes.
Cyrano may not be a horrible woman, but he is definitely horrible. So we can work on him.
And the sacrifice of the Roselle, is that a small price to you?
A fun kind of sketchy. Exactly. We can do a megalomania. We can do a dictatorship as a. Yeah, Frederica, tell him what for.
I, for one, oppose. I would prefer to ally with Esfrost.
Frederica, Esfrost, not wanting to have anything to do with the fuck Ronald is thinking right now. Ronald says some lives aren't as important. He really did, though.
The salt deposits within the
I do appreciate that the party, that even our war council is fracturing now.
Ally with Esfrost.
Love me a horrible scales enjoyer, yeah.
I suggest we ally with the man who murdered my father.
I see no reason why we should not. You proposed abdicating the throne for the sake of the kingdom and its people, so you should have no trouble putting aside your own feelings and judging this matter dispassionately.
I cannot believe my own ears. I will not have you lecture me on feelings when it is not your father he murdered.
None of you can see beyond your own grievances.
Roland, you just advocated for the nation that did slavery to Frederica's entire people. Yeah, Roland, you don't have a fucking leg to stand on, right? Okay. But
it's no wonder my people have suffered for generations. We're told to believe in the goddess, while our own lives...
only Roland is fracturing. Benedict and Frederica respect each other's opinions. Yeah, exactly.
And now, even with proof that the goddess is a lie, you would watch us dig our own graves for your comfort.
Lady Frederica, please. We shall speak of the Roselle in due time.
No, I've heard that before. Your due time is never, and I will not have you cast us aside for another...
To be fair, she's also being 100% correct. Yeah, no, people who tend to be don't worry, we'll deal with that, one thing at a time. All of those, Oh, man. Things will move slowly, imperceptibly forward.
All else is in disarray. If Hyzant seizes the salt crystals, we forfeit the best opportunity in decades to free my people. We know the truth. We must act upon it. We must be a light in the darkness.
We cannot afford to dilute our forces when the enemy marches on us as we speak.
So we are a distraction to you?
Yeah, you tell him.
I am merely being rational. Liberating the Roselle would be...
Benedict, you're making me less want to pick Frost route. Benedict, come on, buddy. You're
Suppose we succeed. How do you propose we fend off the fury Hyzant will rain down upon us?
Esfrost would pounce on us, sensing weakness at the undue burden we've taken upon ourselves.
Whoa! Roland! Even Benedict isn't saying that, dude! Dude! What the fuck?
Precisely. We would be without allies and ripe for the taking.
There is another way.
And what, pray tell, would that?
It's true, but also shut up. Yeah. The worst part about Esfrost is I have to agree with Benedict. Yeah, I know.
We set out alongside the Roselle in search of Centralia.
Centralia is a myth.
No, it's not.
Legends of my people are true.
You're on a big fucking sphere. Oh, wait, would they know that? Because they don't have, ocean navigation and shit. I don't know. You don't need, fucking... You don't even need medieval tier technology to figure out the Earth is round. Can do that if you're fucking, They could science it out? Yeah, like the Greeks figured it out, right? Presumably by medieval times or equivalent era, you could have figured that out if you wanted to.
Silence!
Benedict is a flat earther.
I've
Okay,
heard
yeah.
enough to know where each of you stand.
Is Earth even round in Triangle Strategy World? That's a great question. If the Earth in Triangle Strategy World is like all other Squeenix JRPGs have led me to believe, it is a torus. TBF, the Greeks had access to the ocean. Okay, yeah, that's true. Isn't their land named in relation to Centralia? Yeah, like they're Norzelia, right? What are they Nor of?
Do you all hold the courage of your own convictions?
The Earth is a triangular prism. Nice.
I do.
Nothing I've heard here has swayed me.
The planet is triangle
I feel the
shaped.
same.
Very well. But know that a choice must be made. There can only be one way forward.
It's a pyramid.
Face the scales of conviction and prepare to make peace with the outcome.
The scales, Benedict. All right. Triangle planet sounds wild, just massive degrees at the edges. Yeah. All right, let's drop a second save here just in case. Oh, that's awesome. Act according to your own convictions, dude. Huh. I believe Benedict plans to use Asphros ideals to freedom to ascend atop to Arnold Zelly. I think Roland needs to put his personal feelings aside to bring peace and equality to everyone. Frederica's wish is a human one. Reach the final scale scene? Wow. Yeah. All right. So we have a save dropped at the branch point if we want to choose a different ending. I think we're gonna go for S-Frost ending. Knowing that Frederica sticks around with us if we pick S-Frost ending makes me a little bit more amenable to it. So I think that's what we're gonna try to do.
My lord. Quite impossible. We must decide. I believe I've reached...
Your words have no power here. Hi, Hewitt. Wow, she's even now. Hewitt is like not at all convinced with what Roland's saying. Or no, it's Benedict's strategy is what it. Never mind. We're gonna go for Benedict. We're gonna do S-Frost route. So let's agree with Benedict's strategy. Are you going to separate Roland from Daddy again? But it's not like they actually talk to each other, right? Yeah. Benedict's ending can lead into Frederica's, but Roland's can't. So yeah. And again, but I mean, like, also, she's not wrong, right? Because, like, the people who are like, oh, don't worry, you know, like, small incremental change, right? Almost never mean for it to happen in their lifetimes. So, she's not wrong. Not at all. Neither of them are... Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what.
All right, well, Hewitt is deep in thought.
What do you need?
Well,
Benedict's strategy. They aren't completely opposed in goals, unlike Roland. Exactly.
Well,
By far the odd one out with his bootlicking. Yeah. Yeah. He really is, though. How's that leather taste, buddy?
Possibly.
Serenoa. But...
Yeah, see, he's even talking about, like, she even mentions that, like, yeah, but, like, as soon as the war's over, it's the plight of the Roselle is just gonna get swept to the side again, and no one's gonna think about him because it's not important, right? And it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, definitely.
Here's what I think.
Used to licking leather in other contexts. He really picked this choice because he... God damn it.
Besides... Are you joking?
Well, no good there.
Lord Serenoa. However...
Checking scene achievement statistics for the endings. Oh, I wanted... Oh, this is good to know. Let us know.
But...
Anna's indifferent. All right, well, let's see how this ends. I'm not even talking to Roland. Fuck him.
It is time to cast our votes. The opinions before us are many. Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I can't believe we're deciding the fate of a continent with the fucking scales.
I agree wholeheartedly.
All right, cool.
You have my vote.
Really? All right, I didn't think we had swayed you, but okay, sure.
I have faith in you.
Okay, sure.
I'm with you.
What? I don't feel like we did a good job convincing either Eridor or Anna, but they still voted with us, so
Scales of conviction
rad.
illuminate the path we've chosen.
Could be a coin flip. Happened during an election once. Yeah. Like, I don't know how we managed it, everyone, but somehow our scale vote has wound up with hanging chads.
The way forward is decided. We will follow Benedict's plan and join forces with Esfrost to lay Hyzant low.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Wheel Baron. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. It's been a time. We've chosen not racism. That is true. That is true.
A tumultuous meeting exposes a yawning chasm between Roland, Frederica, and Benedict's visions for the future. Yet only one will emerge victorious, for such is the custom of House Wolford. As ever, the scales of conviction have the final word. The time has come for judgments to be rendered, and leaders to steel themselves for the outcome.
Yay! Cool. We might actually finish. Roland 3.1%, Frederica 9.2, Benedict 10.4. Okay, yeah, that's about how I felt. Although that's about what I expected the share to be.
We've chosen our path.
His ending has a different final boss. Oh, wow, okay.
We shall ally with Esfrost and strike.
Definitely people who did all of them. Yeah, yeah.
So you would kiss Gustadolf's feet and bribe him with salt? I cannot abide this idiocy. You will defeat Hyzant only to be conquered by Esfrost.
We are well aware of Gustadolf's cunning. He shan't take advantage of us.
Anyway.
You would ally with them only to stab them in the back later?
If need be.
Maybe Serenoa is in defeat? Who knows?
Have you no shame?
What do you mean, have we no shame? Where do you get off saying, have we no shame? Get out of here, Roland.
For that is how we secure peace for the many at the
Get out of here, Roland. More people went for the golden ending than Roland. Nice. Awesome. I was going to say, it's telling that those are the only two endings that have more percentage than the golden ending.
All will be forced to worship at the feet of the goddess and follow her orders, just as the Roselle have at the source.
I see House Wolford is determined to walk their path astride Esfrost.
Well, Esfrost is best Frost.
But as King of Glenbrook, I will not allow it. Lord Wolford, I command you to march on the duchy and strike down Gustadolf.
Sorry, bro.
What?
You're not Scales.
My vassal. I dare you to defy me.
Roland, your majesty.
You are bound by nothing, Lord Serenoa. You are no one's vassal.
What are you talking about?
Now is not the time, Benedict.
Lord Serenoa is...
Oh, we're doing this now, are we? All right.
His true parentage is none other than His Majesty King...
All right.
You cannot be serious.
Roland is king of Glenbrook. Serenoa. Bro, I'm going to stop you right there.
A commoner living in the Crown City.
Roland is making radical utilitarianism arguments to do racism. Yeah.
From the royalists and had Lord Simone take her in. She bore a son who you know today as Serenoa.
I also love how Anna refuses to sit down at the table with everyone else. She's always standing off and skulking in the shadows. She just refuses to sit down.
If this is true, and you are my elder brother, then you are not bound by my command.
Hold! Roland is the one with the royal ring, is he not?
Slavery will clearly create world peace. Exactly! How could I have missed that? Oh my god, Roland.
Even if this story is true, is it not Roland who holds claim to the throne?
Roland was not the only one entrusted with a royal ring.
So you possess one as well, Serenoa.
Roland, I am very intellectual. Exactly!
I do.
It is genuine. There is no mistaking it. What Benedict says must be true.
Ha 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 ha!
I've always admired you, Serenoa. I knew from the moment we met that you were worthy of respect. I always felt you to be my better.
Yeah?
Leader. Yet I still felt a closeness with you I could never place. Now, at last...
Get wrecked.
Roland, I...
Just ratio this man and destroy his entire worldview? Yeah, we have.
To you now. Least of all to you, dear brother. Serenoa Wolfort, I challenge you to a duel.
Duel.
To the victor goes the crown.
Pray let us think about this.
On your guard, Serenoa.
So you're my older brother, Serenoa. Yes, you shall address me as Oni-chan. Oh no. Oh shit.
Cease this quarreling at once. Stop them, Benedict.
I cannot. They must settle this here and now if we are to move forward.
Listen to Benedict. This is not your fight. Do you have the courage of your convictions, brother?
See, I feel like they could have splurged for a cool cutscene here, right?
Roland, stop this madness. I have no desire to sit upon the throne. I only wish to aid you in protecting our kingdom, the only home we've ever known.
I have no doubt. You've been a peerless friend. I would trust you with my
So when he said Roland leaves the party,
But the truth has been revealed and our paths diverge.
you mean we fucking kill him?
You said it yourself.
Rad.
There can only be one way forward.
That has naught to do with our lineage.
Hell yeah.
Shackles.
Oh, he leaves all right.
I have fought tooth and nail to protect
Oh, yeah. Get his ass.
I know you have suffered, brother.
How can you? You who had your father's love, the unwavering trust of your subjects. You proved yourself time and
Everyone's like, Roland, please stop it. He's drinking the Kool-Aid by the gallon and refuses to stop. Yeah, he's gone too far, right? He's gone far enough that he can't go back at this point.
I ask you to prove yourself once more.
Roland, please.
I have toiled in your shadow while you led House Wolford to glory. I have revered you and envied you in equal measure.
Sereno just casually dodging the stab unarmed. Yeah, I know. He's doing that thing.
I long to claim victory over just once.
I am not worthy of such adulation. Nor am I alone the reason we've come this far. We are all in this together.
I knew you would seek to erase yourself from our history if you knew how I felt. Don't you dare shrink from me! Stand and fight so I can best you!
Here's the thing. Roland should win this because, you know, pikes, spears are much better than swords. Pole arms are much better than swords.
Life does not always turn out how we want. Of this, you and I are now keenly aware. You asked me to put aside my feelings when you talked of joining with Esfrost. Now I ask you to do the same. Prove to me that you have what it takes to deal with Esfrost and crush Hyzant. That you can cut out a part of yourself to do what you think.
Sereno just that skilled? Oh, yeah. Sereno can hawk dive, though, so I don't know. That's true. He can hawk dive. But it puts him into free fall afterwards, so he can't use another move until after he hits the ground. Because it puts him in special fall. He can L cancel. True!
Very well. The scales of conviction have spoken, and House Wolford shall heed their word. If you would stand in our way and seek to prevent us from walking the path we have chosen, then so help me, as Lord of House Wolford, I shall cut you down where you
Oh,
stand.
shit. 7-3 matchup. Literally unwinnable.
Let us see who is the better between us. On your guard.
Whoa! They've got fucking auras now? I swear, Roland, if you dare disregard the scales, I will fucking end you. Casual racism, Serenoa can deal with that. However, disrespecting the scales, that is a bridge too far. Serenoa hasn't died on most of the maps. True.
I cannot escape your shadow. Kill me. It is only fitting that it is you who strikes the final blow.
What will become of Glenbrook?
That is up to you. I leave the kingdom in your hands. You have the ring, the royal blood. And it was House Wolford that reclaimed the kingdom. The people and the nobles will assent to your rule. So long as I am gone.
Sarah mostly dies in his own mind. Yeah, exactly.
This is no time to waver, Lord Serenoa. King Roland initiated the duel. The terms are his to dictate. Letting him live will only prolong our troubles.
You think I do not know that? You ask the impossible. My friend, my brother, is not meant to die by my hand.
You are cruel in your kindness.
Even in the ending where he dies, Roland believes in your path. Fucking hell.
I have neither the constitution nor the fortitude to be king. I cannot lead as you can, as our father did. I saw the terrifying limits of my abilities, and sought the sweet release of
Huette staying silent and not pleading for Roland's life, right? Huette's made her choice. Huette's like, yeah, no, I've made my call here, buddy.
I've watched you confront these parts of yourself for as long as I can remember.
At least Roland has an epiphany and realizes what he's doing. True.
You had my undying loyalty and trust. Oh, how
Surrendering to a higher power. He's got a bad habit of doing that.
I longed to follow in your footsteps.
And follow you did. But now you must...
I shall. Just promise me one thing. Promise me that you will watch over me. Every breath, every step, every word.
Serenoa may have a series like a spine without the scales, but at least he's not a Ronald. True.
And the moment you see me stray, you will set me back on the right path.
This I shall do, seeing as you bested me in combat. Farewell, Serenoa. May we never meet again as brother or friend.
Not the parting I would have preferred, but as Roland himself noted, life does not always turn
Benedict!
out as we want.
Benedict, kindly shut up. You got your way, asshole. Shut the hell up. Yeah!
I do not trust myself to
Yeah! You tell him, Serenoa. If everybody play this game, I'm doing Roland's ending first so I could get the bad taste out of my mouth, first of all. Fair enough. He lives? Apparently. I thought we were going to fucking kill him. Unless he's like the final boss.
My love.
At least we have settled on a path forward. There is work to
Really wish you just knifed that fucker. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Huette? Huette, you staying with us? Huette, you gonna stick around?
King Roland!
Leave me, Huette.
I cannot do that. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Then take this as an order from that liege. Serve Serenoa. As you once
You're one of his only 2 bow units, and you have far better mobility than the other one. It would be unfair without you there.
the only one who need walk this path.
Your Majesty.
Dry your tears, Huette. It is unbecoming for a proud member of...
Since insecurity is everywhere, got to sacrifice myself for the people. Oh no, I cannot fix Landbrook as I got to let Hyzant get everything to avoid dealing with both as Frost and Hyzant. Yeah, exactly.
How can you say that? I never expected our parting to be like this.
Serenoa pokes his head out. Oh, right, Roland, before you get too far, we found Maxwell. He's fine. Bye!
My disagreement with Serenoa and hatred of Frost were no lies. I will walk this path, carrying these feelings with me, perhaps forever. But my unwillingness to ally with Frost runs deeper than a personal grudge.
Is it because you cannot trust Gustadov?
It is his idea of freedom I cannot trust. In a world of unbridled ambitions, people will...
Oh no, he rejected his epiphany. Shit. You were so close, dude.
The strong will prosper, while the weak will struggle to survive.
So if we join forces with Frost, then someday Glenbrook will...
Yes. His ideals of freedom will inevitably create a clear division.
Ronald may not be able to see Maxwell anymore, but he can still be his Discord kid. Yeah! Yeah, I can see it.
I cannot abide by that.
I do not think Lord Serenoa wishes for a world like that.
Right about Gustadolf, but Roland remember the race. Yeah, like, he's not wrong, but also...
Nor do
I don't want to do a racism.
Will stop at nothing to defeat Hyzant.
So... like, he's not wrong. His analysis of what this will lead to is perfectly sober. However, I think where he falters is in thinking that is somehow worse than slavery. I think no matter how bad you think this is, it is categorically better than slavery.
Who knows what will happen once he joins forces with Gustadolf?
Oh, we're not joining with the Goosey.
You wish for me to stay and watch over House Wolfort.
Yes. You must.
Hey, so Gustadolf made Glenbrook better for the people. He did. He did. Might have been just a little petty war maneuver, but he did. Oh, we are in fact joining with the Goosey. Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna get with Svarog and murk Gustadolf, but all right, sure. Ronald and Benedict choose pragmatism, but in very different ways. Yeah.
You needn't worry about a thing, Your Majesty.
You were a loyal and true knight, Huet. And for that, you have my eternal thanks.
Yeah. Go walk out. Walk away, buddy. Roland left the party. Yeah, no shit. And only Roland. So none of our miscellaneous characters have anything to say about this? Like, Flanagan's got nothing to say about us going back to ally with Frost. Corentin's got nothing to say about us allying with Frost. Cordy doesn't have a say on who rules Glenbrook. Fair enough. Maxwell doesn't have anything to say about this? Alright. Sure. Cool. Welcome to the crew. Screw Roland. Yeah, honestly. Yeah. A shame, but alas, I have 3 other kittens. Celebrations ensuing as Roland leaves. All right, we're going to take a quick break here. We're about halfway through the stream. Let's see. Y'all know the drill. Stand up and walk around for a bit. Stretch those legs. Drink some water. Eat something if you haven't yet. All those little things you got to do to take care of yourself today. We'll be back in about 10. And when I do, we'll continue watching cutscenes, I guess. Hold on one second, everyone. Could I have turned my mic off while I did all that? Yeah, I could have. But I chose not to. All right. Actually, you know what? This needs to be a little tighter. Hold on one second. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. I had to do some mic adjustments. There we go. So, who leaves you in the other endings? I assume it was confirmed that Frederica leaves us if we do Roland's ending. Obviously. Does anyone else leave us in Roland ending? And does anyone leave us in Frederica ending? Presumably Roland also leaves us in Frederica ending.
No matter whose blood runs through your veins, you are still yourself.
Thank you, Frederica. But now Roland is gone. Someone's coming.
It looks like Benedict.
Hi, Bandicoot.
I am in no mood to speak with him. Let us conceal ourselves.
I like how Sarah Noah's like, yeah, we'll do Benedict route. I do not want to talk to Benedict at all.
Lord Simon, Lady Destra, today I revealed the truth of Lord Serenoa's birth and drove Prince Roland from the city. Lord Serenoa will be crowned the king of all Glenbrook, but this is merely the first step of many. We will use the salt crystals to ally ourselves with Esfrost and defeat Hyzant. I will see to it that Lord Serenoa becomes the undisputed ruler of all Norzelia. He has the strength and character worthy of sitting atop this realm, and I shall carve that path to the summit.
Benedict, you worry me, man.
He did not wish for the position, nor this power. But no matter how much he resents me, I will ensure his success. He shares your blood, Lady Destra, and as such, I refuse to see him at the mercy of others again.
Why would you go so far?
Lord Simon, you were a lord worthy of my life's devotion. You were an equal to King Regna in every way. You could have sat upon the throne, and yet, you resigned yourself to life as a vassal and took in Lady Destra at your liege's request. You two treated
Happy triangles with all pointy edges. Yo, Sass! Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. We are all about triangles here.
or King Regna. Lady Destra, even now, I find it hard to forgive myself.
Benedict, you got some weird shit going on, man. You need to, like, look at what that says about you, dude.
Lord Serenoa a greater ruler than his father or King Regna could ever be.
Just put up the Dragon Maid VOD? Hell yeah!
Being so powerless then. I will not repent. I will devote my life to atoning for my incompetence.
Dude, Benedict, take like all your vacation days, please. I don't care how many you've accrued. Just take them.
Benedict cared very deeply for Lady Destra.
That's one way of putting it.
No amount of regret will change the past. We have no way to go but forward.
Were they supposed to hear? No, I don't think they were supposed to hear that. No. Benedict came by to say some private words at Lady Destra's grave. They were already there, and they didn't. And Sereno was like, I don't want to fucking talk to Benedict right now. So they hid and let him have his time, and overheard him saying all that.
The nobles take the news.
They were surprised to hear of Roland's disappearance, as well as of my lineage and intention to ascend the throne. But there was not nearly as much contempt or disorder as I had anticipated.
You getting new Fire Emblem? The ring one where you marry Marth and Girl Marth? I am! I am getting that one. How did you know? Wait, who's the second Marth? Because I know Marth and Girl Marth. Who's second Marth?
King Regna deemed Serenoa a worthy successor.
Wait, is Girl Marth... Oh, Roy?
Even if they had objections in
Oh, because he's a clone of Marth from Melee. Got it. Okay, yeah. Makes sense.
There is not a soul.
Also, I don't think Lucina's in the game, is she? Roy is Red Marth. Who is it from who was the character they have in there from Awakening? Is it Lucina?
Princess Cordelia.
I have not really been following up with like all of the stuff leading up to it.
But she is already within our hands.
Be that as it may, the people must see it as such. I will not be able to get their support should they think I usurped the throne.
Surprise, everyone didn't particularly want to just take Haizan's boot. Wow. You think it is Lucina? Okay, okay.
In any case, it's hard to believe our young lord's truly the King of Glenbrook.
I never coveted this throne, but we have chosen to ally ourselves with Esfrost and have driven Roland away. I shan't run from my responsibilities any longer. I will take up the mantle of king to serve both Glenbrook and House Wolfort.
A fine resolve, Your Majesty. We stand.
Everyone is just Marth, just different colors. That's fair. That is fair. There is also a Marth in There's also the Marth from Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Or rather, like the main character in that one like becomes Marth, kind of. It's weird. It's not the same Marth, but it's Marth. So he's in that one.
Prepare for my ascension and our negotiations with Esfrost.
Yes.
Tokyo Mirage Sessions was fine. I enjoyed it. It was an okay time. I did not regret playing it. He becomes Super Saiyan Marth. Yeah, exactly.
We cannot afford to lose this battle. Do what you must.
As you command.
Wait, Roy's in the game too? I thought Lynn was... I don't really know the Fire Emblem Advanced titles that well, do I? Huh.
Several days later, Serenoa announces that he is the son of the late King Regna, and that Roland, having learned the truth, has abdicated the throne.
Thinking about Tokyo Mirage Session sounds interesting. It's...
more behind the announcement, but House Wolfort has the support of many
It's
in the capital.
fine. It's an Atlas game that it's like it's an Atlas game that has like a superficial coat of Fire Emblem paint on it. It's like there's Fire Emblem fan service in it, but it's not really the reason to play it. The reason to play it is that I want to play a Mega 10 game on the Switch, and Shin Megami Tensei 5 isn't out yet. However, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is out, Persona 5 Royal is out, and Persona 4 and 3 will soon be out on the Switch. So that reason to play it is no longer really a thing. I don't know. It's fun. The characters are kind of cool. I like them. The music's really nice, except for the music in the game is really good, except for the main battle theme, which is just, how do you make all of the other music really good? Like, the insert songs are great. I like them. And then the battle theme is just kind of like meh.
The joining of House Wolffort and the Kingdom of Glenbrook is yet another twist in the ever-turning narrative of Norzelia. One which Hyzant and Esfrost look on with ever-wary eyes.
I don't know. I like it. It's fine if you like Atlas RPGs and want a new one to play. It's enjoyable. I don't think it's enjoyable solely as a Fire Emblem thing, even though it does have Fire Emblem like fan service in it. I don't think it's enjoyable just on that premise though. You have to really want to play the kind of game that it is, because it's mainly a dungeon crawler, right? Like I think the closest game I remember is like Soul Hackers 2 is the closest I felt to it. For a game about idols, it's less sexist and homophobic than P5 somehow. Also, yeah, it's nothing like Fire Emblem. Yeah, exactly. The Fire Emblem is just a coat of paint and a little bit of fan service. Again, I don't regret playing it. If you want an Atlas RPG, it's fun and fine to play. I think the combat twist in it is unique. I don't know how it's weird because I feel like I like it. You don't have as much agency over it as I would like. But it's fun and it's cool. Thought it was a solid RPG. Yeah. The same team that made Tokyo Mirage Session, so that makes sense. I believe that. Because it felt like Soul Hackers 2, right? Dungeon crawly with the dungeon crawling is pretty bland, but the combat is good, and it really wants to rely on the core of its cast. Which, yeah, that's how I would describe it. I do not regret playing my time with it, and if you listen to that description and you're like, yeah, that sounds fun, yeah, it's worth the time.
My apologies.
You were all summoned here to discuss the recent political changes in...
King Roland
I still occasionally get like some of the insert songs stuck in my head, so like the music is quite good. Crimes. What crimes did Tenebris do? Has 7-Eleven Anna and also 7-Eleven Black Frost. It does. It has the best Anna in Fire Emblem history. The Anna that just works at a fucking 7-Eleven.
Do you know something about this, Minister?
Less homophobic, less sexist than P5 is a plus point. Sure says something about the part of Atlas games I really don't enjoy, huh? Yeah, exactly. I didn't see anything really problematic about Tokyo Mirage Sessions when I played it. Tiki is a Vocaloid in it. That's kind of cool. If you like Tiki as a Vocaloid.
About the change of power.
Is this not a joyous occasion? With Minister Serenoa on the throne, Glenbrook becomes a vassal nation of high...
Oh, Tenebris helped with the illegal salt trade that one time. Right, he did. Okay. It's been a bit.
Not quite. We had intended to use Minister Serenoa to pressure...
Tiki Vocaloid sounds pretty rad, actually. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There's your in. I also like that the character the story's about is not like the player character. The player character is kind of like very much taking a back seat as the plot happens to like the main plot is happening to the people around him, which is and like they lean into that by making him like more of a director composer figure, like a director figure. More than someone who's doing like in the idol business for himself, which is like, yeah, that's kind of rad. I like that.
He usurped the throne from his own master. We cannot afford...
I get why I didn't, but I wish the game had got a dub. Yeah, I do wish the game had a dub. The dub actor for the character today is so good. I did get some of the Mirage Sessions characters when I was playing Faye, and yeah, their dub actors are great. The only time it's really distracting is that there are no subtitles for their battle chatter. So the entire battle, they'll be like talking at each other, like quipping in Japanese, and you won't have subtitles for it. So I've got no idea what they're talking about during battle. I don't trust the continued existence of young Tiki. Oh. I mean, I guess, yeah, she's a dragon or whatever, but I don't know. It's not played for, like, creepy reasons in Tokyo Mirage Sessions, so, like, I'm fine with it. It's whatever. She's like, oh, the main character's my brother figure now. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Whatever.
We must be wary of House Wolford.
Around a character could backfire, but it's nice when it fits, like, thematically. Yeah, because, like, the idea is that, like, he's working at, like, a talent agency, right? But he's not one who wants to be in the spotlight himself. He's kind of, like, dipping his toes into everything to become better at, like, managing others and get in, like, in that way. And that's neat.
I will dispatch a bird to him at once.
There's the Tiki equals waifu character.
I will have our
Yeah, but remember, they're all about Tiki the Vocaloid, right? Oh, no. Or are we talking about... No, that's not him. Wait, who are we talking about? Who's the Tiki equals waifu character? Wait, no, there was a character that's just Tiki's waifu. Yeah, but as far as they know, Tiki is just a Vocaloid, and, like, whatever. I don't fucking care.
If House Wolford dares disobey the goddess, they must be exterminated at once.
Yeah, it's the Vocaloid fan. Okay, yeah.
This is my chance.
Do waifu-wise Vocaloids? Yeah. I have problems with video games playing in Japanese. Almost no one subs the battle talk, which is why I do dubs for the games all the time. Yeah, that's fair. And I mean, also, it's like they've already localized the game for a language it wasn't made in. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and complain about it because, you know, they've already done the work to make a non-native speaker like me be able to play the game. So, you know, I'm thankful for that. I always feel like I need to, like, tread a fine line when I'm criticizing localizations and, like, translations, subbing and dubbing and stuff, because, like,
I did not foresee
at the core of it, they're going out of their way to make it available to a wider audience. And, like, I don't want to poo-poo that.
What became of the abdicated King Roland?
Barry is the person who needs to not exist. Yeah, Barry's weird.
Official reports say he left the castle.
He's just, like, a little much. Again, it's...
But rumor has it
yeah, Barry is a little much.
A duel to Lord Serenoa.
However, Tokyo Mirage Sessions also has the benefit of having Microwave and Mamarine, and she's great. I love her. I love her microwaving cooking show. The cooking show for people who are too much of a sad sack to do anything other than microwave food. That's a cooking show for me. Yes.
So House Wolford usurped the throne.
I did not take Serenoa for a man who had cast off the shackles of
He's busted. She's busted.
How fascinating it would be if the caged hawk broke free to soar the skies.
Full party heal and also SP restore. Yeah.
Without Prince Roland around, there is hope yet of restoring our relations with Glenbrook. Perhaps we could ask Lady Frederica to help us negotiate.
Glenbrook holds the salt crystal veins in their hands. No amount of negotiations would end in our favor. A bird that has flown the coop must be shot down. Whether they perish or return to a cage is up to them.
Come on, buddy. That's not fun. Why you gotta be like this, loosey-goosey? Also, let me play a fucking battle. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours and I haven't got to do a single battle. Can't forget the best thing that came from TMS. What?
Accepts the secret invitation and makes his way to Whiteholm Castle.
The vagina bones. Yes! Yes! The vagina bones! Yes! You are absolutely right. Without Tokyo Mirage Sessions, we would never have vagina bones.
Uncovered in the Grand Norzelian mines are currently in the hands of Serenoa. A meeting between the two great rulers comes with equally great risk.
That is a little piece of internet ephemera that I would be sad if it didn't exist. It's just so beautifully dumb. What? I feel like the words vagina bones poster is something in my memory, but you don't know. Oh wait, hold on, really? Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Actually, you know what? No, I'm streaming. Doho Wario, if you find it, let me know and I'll mod you for a moment so you can post it.
The Kingdom of Glenbrook will cease all business with the Norzelia Consortium. The related parties should leave Glenbrook immediately, and any assets remaining shall be seized.
You just looked it up? Yeah, I remember that? Yeah, it's a classic.
This is madness. Not only will you cut your ties with Hyzant, but the Consortium as well? How do you intend to get your salt now?
You needn't worry about that.
So it's true. Glenbrook has mined salt crystals from deep beneath the earth.
It is no business of the Consortium's.
You dare slight us after all we've done for Norzelia? The post-war accord said that someone must ensure the fair distribution of salt, and so we did.
And we appreciate all your efforts.
Give me a second. All right. Let me know if you find it.
However, King Serenoa has no need for the Consortium in Glenbrook.
You're trying not to not look up porn. Fair enough. You know what? You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Like that. It's a weird thing to put in your search history. I get it.
Ever good for lining its own pockets.
That's a TMS thing. Yeah, like it's super not obvious. And then you look at it, you're like, oh right, her.
See now. House Wolfort wishes to see the Consortium eliminated in its entirety. In that case, I will return to Hyzant as you said and report this outrage.
Later, nerd.
Was it right to provoke him? Claris may use his underground connections to stop us.
That was my intention. He will now bring disorder to Hyzant's unity. More importantly, the new Norzelia truly has no need for the Consortium and its control over salt's distribution.
The new Norzelia.
The world King Serenoa would rule.
Man!
I have formulated a plan to bring about that new age.
Why do you... Benedict! Come on, man.
But first, our negotiations with Gustadolf must succeed.
Sir, Archduke Gustadolf's ship will be arriving.
Oh, he's coming to meet us.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
The
He must be on the back foot then.
Hinges on King Seren. I must speak with him alone.
If Gustadolf is coming to meet us on our turf, then he must really feel like he's in a vulnerable position.
The Archduke will be here shortly.
Thank you. Our future rests on these negotiations.
Goose teeth? Yeah.
Have you read The Power of Salt?
I have. Lord Dragan gave
We did read that, because we've been reading all the notes. He talked to the grave like he was doing this so Serenoa won't ever be out of his mercy, but he also talks about, like, the new age. Yeah. I'm not feeling great about siding with Benedict anymore when he's just acting like this.
Give us a clue as to how we can convince Archduke Gustadolf to aid us. I understand now just how much potential...
You have the post? All right, hold on. I'll mod you for a sec here. There you go. You're modded.
Indeed, it is not merely a seasoning for food. We have control over the salt crystal veins. We can use them
Radical.
to our advantage during negotiations.
If you're wondering what the vagina bone post is, there you go.
But this is Gustadolf we're dealing with. Pressure and intimidation will only cause him to bare his fangs. Negotiate poorly, and we will end up swallowed by the duchy in the name of Gustadolf's freedom.
Grocery trip, how is things going with Benedict route? Creepy. That was 2016? Yeah, it was. The Wii U wasn't that long ago.
Before I answer, I would know one thing. Is it your desire to monopolize the salt crystals, Your Majesty?
Is it our desire to monopolize the salt crystals? I don't think so. Right? Because the whole thing is that, like, we keep fighting wars because people monopolize the salt. Like, if it's just available to folks, like, we might probably still go to war, but it won't be over salt, at least.
I have no desire to do so. That would make us no different than Hyzant. And seeing as Gustadolf sought to break the Holy State's monopoly, I doubt he would ally with us.
But we will merely be used as pawns, should we...
War of the French fries? Yeah.
I have no intention of doing that either. Lord Dragan's answers shall guide us. I will use the salt to bring about a free and prosperous Norzelia, greater even than Gustadolf could. If I can
Damn,
prove that to
we've
him,
been on the throne like a day and we're already drinking our own Kool-Aid. People will get creative and wage wars over other things, right? Yeah, exactly, like oil or something.
To stand atop the summit of Norzelia, I have a befitting strategy in mind. Lord Serenoa, would you allow me to negotiate with the Archduke?
Very well.
And we shall.
It's a lot better Kool-Aid than slavery. I mean, yeah, I guess. But it's not an exclusive club that clears that bar. War of the Krabby Patty secret formula. More or less.
Most intriguing. You once refused to bend the knee to me at this very spot, and now seek an alliance as King of Glenbrook.
Yep.
I could not have foreseen this moment either back then. Nor that you would have your own cousin slain after discovering the salt crystal veins.
I hope you aren't expecting an apology. Have we not usurped the same throne?
I have not asked you here to discuss the past, but the future. I am certain you understand that taking on Hyzant alone is a fool's errand.
Imagine the distant future they discover oil at the source and it'll spark the resurgence of Rosellan discourse. Trademark. Oh no! You're absolutely right, it would. Serenoa will invent a system to assign every bottom daddies and mommies to avoid another Ronald incident.
Seven wishes to defeat the Holy State itself?
We must prevent Hyzant from gaining complete control over Salt and consequently Norzelia. I even parted from a dear friend over it.
I see. I have no objections to overthrowing Hyzant.
Then let us begin the negotiations.
Silence. I am here to speak with King Serenoa, not his servant.
I have given Benedict full rights to be here. Consider his words my own.
War of the tops and bottoms? Oh no.
So the bird did not break free after all. His vassal opened the cage door. Very well then. But allow me to make this clear. If you wish for an alliance, you will give me the salt crystal veins. They belong to Esfrost for having discovered them in the first place.
We cannot do that.
Then we have nothing to discuss.
Pray answer me this, Archduke. What do you intend to do with the salt?
People need salt to live.
True.
But here in Norzelia, it is owned entirely by Hyzant and the Consortium.
We all know the bottoms would win. They're the ones holding the true power. That is true. That is true.
Once I defeat Hyzant, I will abolish both that abhorrent...
Though that makes sense. Switches centrists.
and allow free trade.
This is a very confusing cosmology we're inventing here.
I would ensure that any who desire salt receive their fair share of it.
That would make you the only one with control over salt. It is no different than Hyzant now.
I do not covet riches like they do. Under my rule, the people would have salt. They would finally have freedom.
buddy.
This is the only future before us.
I beg to differ. We intend to make salt available to all. Anyone will be able to...
We've already established Cyrano is both a switch and a centrist. That is true.
You would put control of salt in the hands of the people? To what end?
To change the world with the potential residing within every grain of salt. For example, preserving foods with salt would make life and trade more prosperous than
True
ever
that.
before. Using salt in leather and glass crafting could create newer and better
Uh-huh.
foods. Farmers could give it to their livestock, and it could also be used in various medicines. It can even be used in explosives.
How do you know about that?
These are but a handful of examples. If we give the people...
Yeah, all right. You know what? Okay, when you start talking like this, Benedict, I can get behind you.
Norzelia will enter a golden age of prosperity, and her people will thrive like never before.
I did not take you for an idealist. I think we both know that the people lack the intelligence for innovation.
They just haven't been afforded the chance. But with the proper mechanisms in place, they can be taught. I have already started work on a plan to make salt available over the course of several years.
Do not underestimate the people's greed. It won't be long before they turn on their rulers, intoxicated by the power.
No, it won't be salt. In fact, it'll be just little pictures of apes.
The very nation you sought to defeat feared the same, and sought to control them with their goddess's might.
Archduke Gustadolf, I do not fear a free people. I wish to lead them, but will fight if I must.
They haven't been afforded the freedom. Intoxicated by the taste of salty potatoes? Yeah, okay, you know what? Me too. Triangle strategy with SMT alignments, but instead of chaos neutral law, it's top switches and bottoms. I'd play that game. I'd play that game.
I believe anyone who wishes to rule the new Norzelia should be prepared to do the same.
Tell me this. How did you know salt possesses such potential?
And I would ask you in return, were you unaware of it yourself? It was all written in a book Lord Dragan gave us.
It is the result of his extensive research at the Esfrosti.
I feel like bottoms would be the chaos route. I can see that. I can see that.
Dragan. You mean to say it was the knowledge of one of my own? Had I made him Prime Minister, our positions would be reversed. So this is my punishment for seeing him killed.
Get goosted.
Very well. Consider me interested in the future House Wolfort sees for this world. As the Archduke of Esfrost, I hereby swear my allegiance to your cause.
You have our thanks, Archduke Gustadolf.
It is only a matter of time until Hyzant realizes what we are planning.
Could make arguments for any of the three being chaos. Meh.
Lead the way.
Maybe. Maybe. Nah, I feel like bottoms have the most chaotic energy, though.
Glenbrook and Esfrost have entered into an alliance.
Oh, hey. These two are talking. At one another.
Glad to hear it. Thank you for joining our cause.
Together, we will strike down Hyzant. For the Roselle as well. I am sure your mother would have been happy to hear it.
Indeed.
Frederica, do you resent me?
Has this been a VN stream? It has! We haven't played a single goddamn moment of actual gameplay.
I have come to an understanding of what you hoped to accomplish. Your duties as Archduke outweigh your personal desires.
Precisely. I have no regrets for what I've done.
Neither do I regret standing against you, or slaying Erica and Thalis. Not because I harbor personal grudges against
Further
anyone,
implications of tops being law aligned are really funny to me considering SMT law routes. Yeah.
but because my eyes must look not to the past, but to the future.
King Serenoa said the same earlier.
It should come as no surprise, Archduke Gustadolf. He and I walk the same path, hand in hand.
Unless he chooses to go with Roland.
You've grown strong, Frederica.
Which, you know, valid.
The Kingdom of Glenbrook and the Duchy of Esfrost enter an alliance. Their combined forces led by Serenoa. Together, they set out to strike down the holy state of Hyzant.
Well, all right. Let's get him.
Sensing their movements, the Desert Nation summons Exham soldiers home from their march on the Grand Nozellian mines to prepare for the arrival of the Allied forces.
All right.
Though the walls around the holy state have kept it safe for many years, it is now up to Benedict to discern how best to penetrate the
That's
goddess's
what.
shield.
That's what they said. Oh yeah, more cutscenes. Woo! Fuck yeah! Just give it. Just so many cutscenes.
Benedict, have you finalized our plan of attack against Hyzant?
I have. We shall shatter the goddess's shield with Esfrost.
There are so many capitalized words in that sentence.
We can then storm the capital and take Hyzant. However, there is one problem that remains. Transporting, placing, and firing the weapon will take a considerable amount of time. So we must draw the Hyzantian army's attention away
Planning
from
the
the
January
until it is
6th.
ready.
Shit.
But they might confine themselves to their castle rather than come out and fight.
Triangle strategy being a secret VN is very on brand for the channel. Yeah, it really is. This is more of a VN than fucking Digimon Survive is, honestly.
We must draw them out. We cannot allow them the opportunity to calmly scout about.
Buying time against Minister Exham's forces won't be easy. The damage will be great, even if we do succeed. Esfrost cannot hope to triumph alone.
Which is why I have measures in place to ensure our
Oh,
victory.
measures?
Anna, did you send the letter like I asked?
Yes. I sent an unsigned message to Minister Tenebris. It included details of his and Sorslay's illicit salt trade and their profitable underground.
Ooh, nice.
I also added that we would report it to the Holy One, and enclosed a copy of the evidence I gathered.
Ooh.
Perfect. Tenebris will fear for his position and desperately look for any way to establish himself worthy of his seat. And what of Claris?
As predicted, he has returned to Hyzant.
VN Factor makes the lack of triangle god even sadder. Why no triangle dating sim? Right? Right? Like, where's my like, you know, like 2/3 of the way through switches over to being Cosmic Core as they unearth the icon of the triangle god.
Now the merchant needs someone in his corner, and the saint needs a pawn.
Procrastinating uploading the negotiation cheat sheet models got to do after stream. Yeah.
With nowhere left to go, the two will join forces and be the ones to throw Hyzant's strategy into disarray. They will do anything to defeat House Wolford.
I see. We should be able to buy time against their improvised army, but there is no guarantee it will work.
Triangle dating sim, but there's a 2/3 chance of the person you choose entering be racist. Shit. And halfway through, it turns into Sucker for Love. Nice.
Another letter?
Signed by Prince Roland, asking for his aid in destroying House Wolford, who stole his throne. It lays out a plan in which Prince Roland will attack us from behind with his own army, while we fight Tenebris in front.
What?
There is no reason for him to doubt it. I forged his handwriting and sealed it with the royal...
God damn, Benedict.
But how?
I've been preparing for this for a while, apparently.
I made an imprint of his ring when I took it to fake his death.
Wow, what a dick.
I thought it might come in handy.
Wow, Benedict, what a dick. Government how many affinity points you need for evolution, so I can make a mod that changes the threshold from 30 to 70 to 0 for both. Oh, cool.
Everyone knows of Prince Roland and King Serenoa's disagreement. If Tenebris thinks he has a chance of winning, he will take it. Even if the odds aren't in his favor.
He's been preparing for this for a long time. Holy shit, yeah, he is. Benedict, you magnificent little rat. Oh, yeah.
No, he does not. He would not forgive me for using Prince Roland as such. This was entirely my cunning.
King Serenoa.
I heard everything. Your plan gives us the greatest chance of victory. I hereby order you to see it through.
Are you certain?
I am certain there's no going back for us. Only
Huh.
forward.
All right.
As you command.
Well, all right then. Power move.
His decision made, Serenoa marches toward Hyzant, certain a victorious end will justify even the most underhanded means. A letter, forged with his old friend's name, arrives in the Holy State, and all the pieces begin to move according to Benedict's plan.
Serenoa, go on with your plan, but also fuck you. Benedict, yes, my lord, I shall return to my chambers at once.
So House Wolfort seeks to destroy not only Hyzant, but the Consortium as well.
Yes. They would bring ruin to the Order of Norzelia we worked so hard to build.
Rather underhanded than needlessly bloody? Fair,
We must
fair.
have the Holy One strike them down.
But of course, House Wolfort must be punished for defying the goddess. Were that I able to chasten them with my own hands. Alas, I am unfit to command. But you, Lord Claris, are a master at assembling the mercenaries and ruffians in the underground arena.
It is only natural for a merchant to have knowledge of battle. He must protect his wares at all costs.
How heartening it is to hear you say that. Now I am certain there is no other who could fulfill my request. Lord Claris, I wish for you to serve me and ride to battle against House Wolfort. You may leave the...
Must have the Holy One strike them down is potentially interesting phrasing, considering Eudor seems to be the top dog in that regard. That's true.
You wish for me to command your soldiers?
Our odds are more favorable than you think. You see, I received a letter from a certain someone not days ago. Let us defeat the usurpers of House Wolfort together. Signed by King Roland himself.
Damn.
King Roland? Truly?
It has the seal of the royal family. I have confirmed it myself to be true.
So King Roland really was overthrown.
Ronald! I mean, this, to be fair, this isn't Ronald's fault. This is us using him. Yeah, no. We're using Ronald's name here. Remember, this is part of the plan.
Bring a surprise attack from behind during the battle.
Oh, with King Roland on our side, House Wolfort won't stand a chance against us. Have you spoke to anyone else of this, Minister Tenebris?
No. You are the only one I wish to share this victory with.
I am happy to hear it. I will do all I can in your service.
All right. All right. Can we get 15 more minutes of cutscenes? Oh, we got an exploration segment. That's not cutscenes. Wait, hold on. There's a cutscene over here. Advanced Roland hating. Blaming him for things he didn't even do. Yeah, like, no, don't get me wrong. I'm on the hate Roland train, but I tend to only hate him for things he's actually done.
When you said you would gather the troops, I had not expected cavalry, Minister Tenebris.
It was the least I could do to ensure our victory. I leave them in your charge, Lord Claris. Once you defeat Wolfort, a seat among the Saintly Seven will be left open. And I think none more fitting for that place as the Minister of Salt than you, Lord Claris.
Your clown learned a certain funny skill.
Flatter me, Minister Tenebris.
I don't think so yet. Well, let's check our party after this.
Earn you the position of Minister Edor.
Yes. With this victory, I can erase the sins of my past.
House Wolfort is coming his way. Are you sure you needn't any aid, Minister Tenebris? I know you wish to lead the vanguard, but House Wolfort is not to be underestimated.
Worry not, Minister Exham. I have given Lord Claris a certain path to victory.
Yes, you may rest.
Really?
Understood. Then
Well, all right then. Telling your Minister of Warfare to be like, nah, we got this.
Over House Wolfort together.
I pray for your victory. Even should you lose, the goddess's shield will protect us.
Well, let's check out our clown stats real quick. Where's our clown? There she is. She has not learned her weapon skill yet, if that's what you're looking for. She's learned switch places, which is nice. Let me see if the sundry shop is restocked. Maybe get some weapons upgraded or something. Nope. And back, what did you miss? Cutscenes! Hey, there is a new, defeat the enemy general before they escape from battle. Let's protect the treasure. Only attack if disturbed, so tread carefully. Oh, hey, that makes a fair amount of dodge, too. Good to know. Oh, you think it's her weapon skill that's funny? What do I need to unlock it? Let me see. Superior fiber and superior timber. Chance to copy the last ability used by selected enemy. Oh, that's funny. Do you have superior fiber and superior timber, buddy? You do. All right. I will probably have to wind up doing the grinding a little bit on the battle, on the mental mock battle for a bit, but yeah, I'll get that. All right. Good old random shenanigans. It sounds like fun is what that sounds like. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to call it here. Because 3 hours of cutscenes is a fucking long time. And I am tired. Alright, thunderstorm attacks every enemy to hit on the field at 32% chance to hit. Oh, damn, that sounds so cool. I like that. Oh! Alright. We'll probably judge it based on what characters we're using most. Anyway, thank you for coming out, everyone. First Palliative stream of the new year. Woo! I'll be back tomorrow and Thursday. Hopefully see you then. We'll be playing more Triangle game. No real channel announcements. We're back to playing 999, so look forward to that. We're also going back to linear bounded Phenagram on Wednesdays now, so there will be a new vignette for that starting on Wednesday. I believe it is Tenoji's route that we're doing next. So I gotta say, the next couple ones we recorded for for Linear Bounded Phonogram turned out to be a lot better than I expected. So if you're enjoying that series, check them out. They're some of the best ones we've seen yet. That's all I got for you. I hope you have a great day, and I'm gonna go take a nap. Bye!